Part 2 with no Nerf gun.
No Nerf guns and no bows.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. It's been cold. It's been really cold.
Been cold last few days, huh?
Yes, very cold.
Been getting into like the 30s, 40s.
Yeah, and your coldest point of the day being 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, or 6 o'clock. Coldest time of every day. It's a shocker sometimes. You don't realize what time it is, and all of a sudden you're like, you're freezing. And
It did do that. Well, last time I spent the night on the street, it got cold like right around 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah. That's depending on the time zone where you're at. Houston, it was always summertime. It was like 6, and then it was 5 and 6 o'clock, depending on the time zone, the daylight savings time. But I always knew, because I always wake up and have to go pee at that time too. So.
Yeah. How long have you been out here today?
Today, I woke up out here, and they cleaned the parking lot like I always do, out of respect for letting me stay. And then I got up and I was gonna go get my phone fixed, but I come to find out I had to go all the way to Ben White. I don't know why I chose Ben White, but some reason I did, and I didn't want to go that far. And I found out the bus wouldn't let me carry both my wagons, only one. So you
were ended up able to upgrade your gear.
Yes, I was. Thank you.
And that I did not expect it to be that big. That's like the biggest wagon I've seen.
It is the biggest wagon I have. It's the extra large. What did I say? It was, I sent you a picture. Extra, let's see. Come on.
This was at Academy?
Academy, yes. And weird was all the large ones were the same exact price, no matter what. Didn't matter the size. They were large. They all had the same $149.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No matter what the size was.
Yeah. Then they had their little tiny $49 one, which is like this baby right here. It's a baby. Baby. Okay.
And the only reason why you weren't able to go on the bus is because you had 2 of them?
Yes, and I still don't know if this is going to be too big for them. I mean, generally, I don't like the buses. I tend to walk everywhere. But this, to repair my phone, which is, you can see, is very cracked up. It's not what it's cracked up to be, man. And I had to get insurance on it. But I don't know. They were making me do the insurance. And I don't normally do insurance for phones. To me, it's not worth it. You pay $8 a month, and then when you go to get a new phone, it's anywhere from $50 to $100. Yeah, I'm really frugal. That makes me like going, why?
Somebody was curious was curious about why spending $150 on a wagon instead of food.
Because I get food. I can get food from other places. A wagon is going to get my stuff around. Food, that's kind of messy, and I can't move it around. I mean, I got clothes. I've got my laundry stuff. It's still heavy. It's still packed. But once I get my laundry washed, well, then there's products. And I'm not using a shopping cart. Shopping carts are actually illegal to use.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Many people have been known to wake up to guns in their faces from the cops for having a shopping cart in their area.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that. So pushing around a shopping cart on the side of the road.
It's illegal. They say because it costs $3,000. But we looked it up, and the $3,000 is really just the custom ones. The others are $500. But no, you're not supposed to use shopping carts.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the fine for that?
I don't know that. I don't think they've ever given a fine. The cop told me that this morning, by the way, when he showed up.
What did he say?
He said that I told him I had it covered with a blanket, not doing anything but keeping my new, wagon safe. And he just started looking for dope on me. And then I said, well, look, I just bought this yesterday because I didn't want to be pushing around a shopping cart. He goes, yeah, because they're illegal, man. Yeah, I pretty well know that, sir. He was not a very kind man. He really irritated me.
You
But-
said you said a cop tried to get you caught up today.
This morning.
How did that happen?
Somebody said I was smoking dope over here behind my blanket, and my blanket was covering up my new wagon.
Really?
Yes.
So someone tried to set you up.
I'm thinking so. Because this is 7-Eleven. I try to respect places, So why would I sit there in the open right here? That's not very smart, So I was just very irritated. He's going through my stuff. He's asking me where my dope is. Where's my pipe? Where's this? Dude, what kind of proof? You're assuming shit. Is what I felt like telling him. I'm just like, pipe broke yesterday. Last time I smoked, man. What are you doing to me? I mean, I don't do this on a. It's like, no. I don't see what he was doing. He went through my aspirin bottle to see if I had stuff in there. It was Proxen. He grabbed my sugar. I use pure cane sugar. He found the little baggie I keep so that when I go to the stores and get my coffee, I put my own sugar in there. He grabs it real quick. I'm like, well, things look suspicious around here. You got a lot of stuff. Dude, that is my stuff. I bought it. So, yeah, I have a lot of stuff, but that's my business. What's this concern about how much stuff I have? I don't understand why they think they can tell us how much stuff we can carry around. Just because our houses or don't have a roof over our head does not mean he can tell us that we can't have more than 5 pieces of clothes or something like that. That's
Why are they making comments like that?
because they're just rude. And I'm thinking a few other things, but I'm not gonna keep my opinion out of that one.
But you've been in APD. You've been in Austin for how many years?
I've been in Austin since 2022. I lived in Marble Falls for 10 years, and I lived in Houston my whole life. I'm nice to the cops. I talk to the cops. How are you doing? They have a job. Put their pants on the same way we do. But apparently, some of them think they're better than us. A lot of people think they're better than us. But you're not supposed to be better. Never put yourself higher than someone else. It's written in the Bible. Can we take a time out for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to talk to him.
Huh?
I need to talk to him. This is ridiculous.
What is?
He's trying to blow his place up.
Huh?
I can't deal with that.
Do you remember a while ago saying do not let me hear?
I can see like 6, 8, 9, 10 different things someone's saying, and I can see like how the different emotions. I'm gonna say but I'm not gonna party on like Robert and Kent, bro.
Hey, what's up, Querce Rock? We just bought her this wagon. What do you got to say now, bro? Troll. What do you got to say now? I'm in an army sleeping bag right now. What do you got to say now, bro? Hey, Cool Whip, could you just leave me and her alone? That way she doesn't feel uncomfortable. I'm on the side of a 7-Eleven right now. I'm in an army sleeping bag.
Why are we throwing the gummy bears over?
Appreciate you, Brutal. Yeah, we're going to be interviewing Sandra tonight. But a few people have got to clear out of here. Sandra, how long have you been in this area of Austin?
I've been here about, let's see, started out on the couple of weeks in Lamar. I was at the Lamar bus terminal a couple of months. Then I went down to the drag. The drag's where UT is. That's an awesome happening place all the time, popping all the time.
Just be in your own space.
I'm trying.
I know. It's like you I feel like you're having a hard time though. What's going on with that?
Well, because I try to show respect.
Okay.
To God especially.
Yeah.
I made a promise to him in 2016 to keep his living room clean. And I do the best I can. But it's really hard when he gets no respect and I get no respect for what I do. And at 61 years old, I'll be 62 next month. 62. And I've done so much for these people. I used to give them food all the time. I gave them everything. Food, Q-tips. I mean, they asked for it, they had it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
Because that's what you do. You're a mama. I'm a mama. That's the reason.
Street childs.
Yeah.
Street children.
Yeah. But
you adopted a bunch of people.
Not only that, people started calling me mama, and I asked why, and they said because they look at me and they know I'll take care of business. Exactly what they said.
I like that.
And I do. I try. I try really hard. But there are times that it doesn't matter what I do. Even in my own village, I feel like I'm hated. And that's tough.
Even in my own village, I feel like I'm hated.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a prophet is never loved in its hometown.
That's true. That is true. And, you know, and I have talks with people. God has me try to help. I mean, God says he will place his people among the others to help them. And I feel because every time when I've tried to not be homeless, I've come back out, I'm on the streets again. I'm like, God, why am I homeless? Again. And somebody comes up and needs to talk. So, you know, there's an important job for me to do. I have gone through the go back to him 100 times. You know, you think you're going to change him. You think you love him. You think you're going to change him. Well, I go through that beatings, emotional abuse, all of that. And the reason being is that when you go to counsel somebody that's been through that, a regular counselor is not going to get through to them if they've never experienced what they have experienced. They're not going to listen to them. They're like, what? Have you been through this? Have you been homeless before? Have you been, you know, beaten and by your boyfriend and all that? You keep going back trying to change them. If you hadn't, how can you give me the advice that I need? And I feel a lot of the stuff I have gone through, even my chronic illnesses, is a reason. There's a reason. People will tell me, oh, God doesn't do that to you. Please. How are you going to be able to help somebody or even get the word out that God wants out unless you've gone through it? You can't just say, oh, like some, I go to pay bills and stuff, and people are, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I said, why are you sorry? Have you been through this before? No. Then don't tell me you're sorry because you don't understand what I'm going through. Or say, I understand. But you don't understand if you've never been through it. You can't, how do you understand what somebody's going through if you have not lived it? So, you know, you have to go through it to be able to really guide somebody. It sucks. Tell you it sucks sometimes. But, and I'll get mad. I've quit working for God so many times, but He understands. He knows what I'm going through. Jesus really knows what I'm going through. He went through the same thing. But, I mean, and in the Bible it says, be thankful for your suffering. Be thankful for your suffering. How can you be thankful for your suffering? It's very hard to understand. But He says, be thankful. I got in a fight with a guy, or argument, because he said, that is not in the Bible. He never said that. You're reading from a different Bible. And I'm like,
You know what verse it is?
no, not
But
off
you
the
read
top of it.
that.
But I read that, yes.
I mean, I feel like it's a really, I mean, Jesus didn't have to say that for me to know that you should do that.
Yeah.
You know what I
This is
mean?
from His dad. This is from God.
Right. I mean,
And
I've always,
Jesus,
yeah.
and it's like everybody that goes, that fly a sign or Jesus and said, what would Jesus do? You want to pay attention to the Bible now. You want to know what Jesus does?
Yeah.
He will sit back and watch and see what happens. He'll watch what you're doing. Then stop when things, and He says, this is where you need to go. This is how you should be acting. But He doesn't tell you really that you have to do a certain way. It doesn't matter what path you take and how you get to that point. It's getting to that point. It's like the, parable where he, throwing the stones. And he picks the stone after everybody's did everything terrible.
Yeah.
And then he says, here, first one that has not done wrong, here, go throw the stone. And they drop the stones and they walk away. Because they can't say that they're pure of heart. So that's what Jesus would do. He'll sit back and watch and then tell you, this is how it needs to be done. And you should be at this point. So they don't actually read the Bible. They read verses. They read verses and pick out what they want.
Hmm.
And then they'll say,
A lot of
"That's
people
what
do
God
that,
said."
though.
Yeah, they do. It's like a lot of people will sit there and think they're the best Christians in the world. And I'm the terrible one because I don't go to church. But I'm in church. Every time I talk to God, talk to a person, one or more gathered together is a church. God said, and Jesus said, no religions. Do not create religions. I want you to build my church, spread my church. But we got religions.
The originals say, hey, brother, hope both your night is going well.
It's getting there. It's getting better. It's gonna get cold, so then I'll be bitching again. But sometimes the bitching is good, sometimes it's not. People don't like it. Because sometimes people don't want to hear the truth.
Where'd you get this army sleeping bag?
There's a guy in Crestview area that, oh, I'm in love with you, blah blah blah. Never helped me, but he's always in love with me. But it was real cold one night, and he says, I have a sleeping bag, but it doesn't zip up, an old army one. So he brought it over. It keeps me warm. You just can't really, you can't keep the air out of it. But
This
it
is
makes
what
it good.
you sleep in most nights?
Some nights, but no, I sleep on top of it.
On top of it?
Or have it as the top layer of my blankets.
It's not bad.
No, but
I like
it's got there's a cut in it somewhere, and feathers keep falling out of it. I gotta find it.
So it was better at one point.
Oh, it's a lot better at one point, but I mean, it's gotten things spilled on it, rained on. It's got mold starting to grow on it, and I'm afraid to wash that thing. It's old. That's an old army one. It's falling apart.
What year do you think this was used?
I don't know, because he's actually, is he older than me? I think he's actually older than me. Not by much, but
I think this was in the Vietnam War.
there is that possibility.
This sleeping bag has more aura than me.
Well, at least it's not very bright, though. It's kind of a dull aura. It's not blinding you. So.
I like the color though.
Well, yeah, it's army green.
Yeah, I like it. It's a nice green.
I think it's not a Marine color. Marines are kind of off. Yeah, they're really off. Sorry, Marines, hoorah. My daughter in foster daughter, another foster daughter, not by state, just by between parents. We're all Marine, ROTC. My Jolanda, my black daughter, she was the commander her last year. And then I had a Hispanic one that her father, unfortunately, kind of went a little mental, and her mother and him are separated, and they lived in an apartment, and he came in one morning, knocked on the door, walked in, and did a murder-suicide. Very traumatic for all of us. But, and the bad thing, they were Hispanic. They didn't have any family here in the United States. And so there was a lady they called their aunt, and they went to live there. Well, she was turned into Cinderella and had to do everything. And she refused and wanted to come to my house one day. And the lady wouldn't let her. She had to clean the oven, she had to do this, she had to do that. And the cops were there talking to her, and they told her, you're going to have to go in, or you got to go to CPS. Cindy promptly walked to the cop car, sat down in it. She said, let's go. And I followed. We sat in the lobby all night. And those old, hard, plastic, don't sit straight, bench, 3 seats makes a bench. I slept on those things that night. We didn't leave except for when I walked out to go get dinner and smoke a cigarette. The next morning, they come out, because this is a weekend. This guy calls me into the office. He says, ma'am, you love this child, don't you? I said, yes, sir. I love all my children. And I said, they call me Mama Brown in the ROTC. They're my kids. And he goes, well, that lady never once called to check on her. So we're releasing to her, to you. She's yours. Bye. And until she finally found an uncle in Houston area, she stayed at my house. And that's just how we did it. We always took care of the kids. Jolanda, her grandmother was a helicopter grandma because her mother had left her at a drug dealer's house, and this is her dad's mother. And she brought her out to A-Leaf where she could go to a better school and not be a statistic. felt it was better for her. And Jolanda just couldn't see, and she's 17 years old and couldn't even walk outside of the apartment and stand on the sidewalk. Grandma was just flipping out. So she ran away, and she showed up at our house. And we showed up back at the apartment. And we talked to Grandma, and we told her, look, we'll make sure she goes to school, she'll do this, and she's not going to become pregnant. We'll make sure. And she was so ecstatic because her kids had been tearing up her house. They were destroying it. And so
I don't know,
we
right?
took
I don't
care
know
of it.
how you have cat ears on right now.
Cat ears?
Someone put cat ears on you. I don't even
What?
know how that happened.
What cat ears? Where did I get cat ears?
It was online. It was.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute, I need cat ears.
Oh my gosh.
They're playing with their
She was playing.
filters.
She really thought. She really thought.
Ah.
That is so funny, man.
I love those filters, man. I used to do Snapchat.
Really?
I have some awesome pictures with Snapchat. And you can do all kinds, like your weird woman. And I love them. I don't tend to do too much of those anymore, but they're fun because they can get the makeup just right. That's great. And you don't have to spend 5 hours putting on makeup.
That's interesting. So girls will use filters so they don't have to put on makeup.
Hey, they may put on, because the filters put on the makeup like glamour makeup and doesn't leave all kinds of mess. And by the time I get through, sometimes because of all the different colors of my face because of the lupus and stuff.
What's lupus?
Lupus is it's an autoimmune disease, but it's not a deficiency. It's an overactive, very high immunity system.
You had a really good description of that.
And it's also,
I would
your
not.
immunity has a very short-term memory. It'll wake up and it'll like cruising along with the buddies, and they'll see your heart or whatever part of the body it is, and they're like going, "What is that? What is that? I've never seen that before." They've seen it 100 times.
What up, OG?
And they've seen it 100 times, but they can't remember that it's supposed to be there, so they have to attack it. They think it's a foreign object, and it's not fun. Sometimes it is not fun at all. And so the way doctors take care of that is they kill your immunity. That's how most people with lupus die, because they have no more immunity. And they get sick with every little illness.
How are you able to be out here on the street with lupus?
Because I don't take the methotrexates. I don't take the chemo medicines. I don't take their medicines. You know the best medicine in the world and what cured the plagues? God's medicine. Fresh air and sunshine. So,
Hey. Same thing you got. He said, ah.
That's up.
I'm good, baby. Come here. I got you, bro. Oh, I don't have beard, no.
But most people when they get this lupus with the pain and stuff, they get bedridden. They can't handle the pain. They can't go through it. I've learned through the years how to handle it. You know, I had a brother that liked to fight. I had cousins and my brother both that liked to pull my hair. I just learned how to deal with the pain. And a lot of times people think I'm pissed off because I'm breathing really, like I'm pissed or like I'm doing Lamaze. No.
What is that?
My breathing, like when I'm really in pain,
Yeah.
severe pain, it sounds like I'm very angry at everybody.
Sounded like a
But-
ferocious beast right there.
It does sometimes. It does. It's terrible, but it's the only thing sometimes I can get through the pain. I can't take pain meds. They don't work. They literally don't work on me.
Does
So
everything you own contain into these 2 carts?
now, basically yes.
How does that feel? You have everything with you. You don't have to worry about.
Yeah, but the problem is I have everything with me.
Ah,
I can't go anywhere. I have to be married to my products because people don't have respect, and they think I'm made of money. I'm not made of money. I just know how to buy frugally. You know, or I mean, I have an addiction, major one, to clothes. I love clothes. I love to dress stylish. Uh, but I've got to get over that. I really do. I have to learn because I can't carry all them clothes everywhere. I've lost so many clothes to rain and all that, but I love clothes. I always have.
you like feeling confident
Yes.
in what you wear.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a store in town on the drag. It's called Pavement. The Pavement. It's basically your cross dressers, just a lot of vintage clothes, bell
Sure.
bottoms, and all that. They gave me the title of the most stylish homeless person they ever knew. And I like living to that stuff. I love it. I think it's awesome because I like to be stylish. I have to match. My socks have to match. Everything has to match. I hate being mismatched.
Taryn asked, the chat is asking if you guys, or if you have an issue with your ankle. It's swollen. It looks like it's swollen.
As I always do. It's just what it is.
What's going on with your ankle?
I can't stand long periods of time. The edema. Somebody said that possibly diabetes is setting in,
Really?
but it's just being on the feet all the time, always walking everywhere.
That blood's just constantly down.
Mm-hmm.
You
Constantly.
probably are on the go mode.
I am.
Do you ever go
always.
horizontal?
Not much, only because I'm afraid my stuff is going to disappear, and two, with the fibromyalgia.
What's nostalgia?
Fibromyalgia is basically a nerve disease. That one's harder to explain, but you have pressure points that hurt. A lot of people, it's the pain isn't sent to the brain. The waves aren't sent there right, and you don't get REM sleep. That's the worst part.
I
And
keep
you're
hearing about
fatigued.
REM sleep. What's up with this sleep? What is
REM
sleep?
It's the deepest sleep that you can get where you actually heal. It's your dream sleep, where your eyeballs are wiggling back and forth. Mine don't wiggle back and forth. Most of the time, I can sleep for days and never feel like I ever slept any. It's not, that one's one of the, it's like having, what's it, neuropathy. It's close to the same thing.
Neuropathy. I've heard of that.
Yeah,
I've heard of that. That's a big one out here.
yeah. And so, yeah, I have a lot of different things. It's really weird. Sometimes I wonder.
Someone said fibromyalgia.
Uh-huh.
You have really bad sensory pain.
Mm-hmm.
All nerve related. Nerve pain is the worst.
Yes.
So every movement, every little.
I used to sit there, because it takes years to diagnose these things, but I pretty well had researched it and knew what I had. And my kids would come running in from school, or my grandchildren, and I'd see them coming towards me. I didn't tell them they couldn't
Right.
jump up and hug me. I would just, get ready, they're coming.
Wow.
And just grin and bear it, because I love my kids.
W grandma.
I'm a great grandmother, by the way.
Wow.
I'm Mimi.
Mimi.
Mimi. Mm-hmm. For all children that are not my flesh and blood, I'm Mimi Brown.
Mimi Brown.
Mm-hmm. I love that name. My daughter, I was 39 when I got pregnant with her. She had my grandchild, or actually younger than that. I wanted Mimi because it sounded young. Because I don't look young, old. I don't act old, but I am old. But I didn't want to be called granny or grandma or something that sounded like somebody walking on a cane or something, you know. I like Mimi. And so, yep.
So you're a great grandma.
I'm a great grandma. He's a year old now.
Wow. When's
I
the
haven't
last?
got to see him. They live in Oklahoma. So,
Why?
because that's where his family's from. They lived in Marble Falls. They still have property in Marble Falls. And his grandmother owns a lot of property up in Oklahoma.
Okay. Well, why don't you talk to your family?
There's such a lot of issues with the narcissism. My mother was narcissistic, and my daughter was narcissistic. My daughter started hitting on me when she was 15.
She what?
Yes. She thinks she can control me, and I'm just not at that point to say it's okay to do that. And they were told a lot of stuff when I was away, been away out here, that they tend to believe. And I mean, I ran family for a long time. I was the one who took care of everything after Dad died. And even when Dad was alive, I took care of everything he needed done. I was like his little secretary. But I was given all kinds of, told that I did this and I did that and I did this, and it didn't happen. So I was told I was dreaming everything. How do you dream everything when you don't dream?
You don't get REM sleep?
No. No.
I feel like when I sleep deprive myself, I tap into my subconscious.
Yeah.
And I'm able to really understand how my flesh moves me and how to identify thoughts that aren't progressive towards my existence.
Interesting. I just get tired.
But then I got to go back to sleep because I might be able to do that, but I start forgetting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start getting forgetful.
Yes, that's a big thing.
And then once I start getting forgetful, then I got to go to sleep.
And the bad thing is most people is automatically it's drugs. But sleep deprivation can happen to anybody. Doesn't matter, drugs or no drugs. If you don't sleep, you tend to go crazy. It's just a fact. It's the way the course goes. I mean, and no, we're not all robots, and it's not exactly the same. But no, it's not. It'll never be exactly the same for everybody because we're not robots. We're all different. I don't know how many times a nurse or a doctor says, well, it's not in the book, so you can't have that. Why? It's not in the book? Well, I'm not textbook anyways. None of us are textbook. And we're not robots, so I'm not going to be just like him or just like you or anybody else because I'm my own person. And I do my own thing. And, I read Hassan and the West University cops loved it. I said, just remember this. No one is the same. Some are good, some are bad. Housed or unhoused. Because we're not robots. Doesn't matter if you got a house or you don't have a house. You can be either good or you can be bad. That's how you want to act.
I've always believed you let somebody tell you what to do or
Well, it's just like the stereotypes or the assumptions. Assumptions are what somebody believes. And they're not going to change their mind about what they believe. But did they go talk to the full party about something? No, they didn't. They take up what they want and they spread that rumor or whatever's going on. And then it becomes a stereotype.
Someone said it doesn't look like it's circulatory related. It might just be your age.
That's true too. And like I said, going down, because when I sit and I keep my feet elevated, or I put compression socks on, the swelling goes down like no problem. So it's kind of hard to do that out here sometimes.
Why
Huh?
why do you get so what do they call it, inflated? Swollen? Why do you get so swollen as you get older?
That one I haven't studied yet. I probably will. I love to study. Whatever I do learn, I want to learn everything about it, and I'm not going to stop until I've mastered it.
What's it like getting older?
What's it like? Y'all really want to know? It sucks. No, it's not always bad. It's not always bad. Sometimes it's good. It's just
Very painful.
it can be very painful.
I keep hearing that. It's just
Um,
like every day you wake up and it's painful.
Well, you lay there and not move sometimes, and can't turn over, roll over easily, and all of a sudden you're stiff and you just can't move. It's painful. It's painful.
Well, maybe if you're rolling over on the concrete.
Even in a bed, if you lay in one spot too long,
Yeah.
it's hard to get up. It's hard to do this. It's hard to do that. But and it's just like your eyeballs. They start going. I went from one stigmatism in one eye to having to wear trifocals. I've lost my glasses. They broke. They cost about $500 to get a new pair. I keep trying to find places that'll help me. They only want to give me bifocals. Well, then I'm missing it. Yeah, it's astigmatism and nearsighted and farsighted. So, right now, I walk around looking like I'm really, messed up. It's not messed up.
Yeah,
I can't
okay.
see.
You know what? That was the face right there. That's how I met you. It was that face
Yeah,
exactly.
because I was trying to see you.
Because you were like, but it was even with your arms up. Like, why do you put your arms up like this?
I don't know. There's just something. Talk with my hands, but I tried to control my.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have a lot of street knowledge, or I wouldn't say street knowledge, just experience out here. And I knew you weren't tweaking, but anybody else that would look at you would be like, yeah, she's tweaking. You know what I mean?
Because I'm always working on stuff too, and that's just something that my whole family's done. I fix things. I love to fix things.
Tinker things.
Tinker with things.
Yeah.
You know how Tinkerbell got her name? She fixed things.
Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell.
Why did societies take away all those bells and break all those bells all over the world?
Which bells?
All those ancient bells. They got rid of all those bells.
I don't know. Probably because it brought good vibes. Society doesn't like good anymore. I don't know why. But it seems like, it's just like they remember what you did bad and never remember what you did good. They don't give accolades to people that do good things. They yell at people when they do bad. When people throw something in a trash can, I'll say thank you. I've had one person finally go, why are you thanking me? We're supposed to throw things in the trash can. I said, yeah, but not enough people get accolades for doing things what they're supposed to do. So I tell you thank you. Hopefully it'll make you feel better.
Compliments. People don't really know how to respond to compliments anymore.
No, they don't. And some people will just ignore you because they're just that way. I had a lady, she didn't have earbuds on. She had nothing. She just flat out ignored what I told her. And I kept telling her she had a beautiful dress on. She looked very beautiful. And I said that 4 or 5 times before she went into the store. And when she walked out, I said, well, I'm sorry, ma'am, but that dress is now ugly. Because your attitude has turned it ugly.
That part.
Yeah.
The most, I actually, very beautiful woman. Her attitude was so ugly. Now that I've started to know people, like genuine people, it just threw me off so bad, and I didn't even want to, continue the date.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I would way rather take you out.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I do like younger guys, but I do have an age limit cut off. Can't be anywhere near my daughter's age, and she's 41. And God forbid you're anywhere close to my oldest granddaughter's age. And I've had guys that are like 25 or 26, and I'm like, are you crazy? No way. My granddaughter is 21. There is no way I could go out with a guy that is anywhere close to that young.
Marla
Because-
sounds like she's speaking from experience. It's your lymphatic system. Get a cheap rebounder. Do once every hour for only 2 minutes. Also, 1 grain of Celtic sea salt
Mhm.
after drinking water through the day. I just happened to see your legs scrolling.
Cool. What was the first thing?
It's your lymphatic system.
Yeah, I know, but the
Get a cheap rebounder.
what is a rebounder?
I have no idea what a rebounder is. What is
well,
a
I'm
rebounder?
sure she's gonna tell us. I'm waiting.
Marla.
I've learned the I do the pull sometimes. That works. But a lot of that is also it makes you pee. I have a hard enough time with peeing issues, like all the time.
Yeah.
Like if I don't go when she wants me to, she gets very mean and just makes me pee on myself. I get so mad at my bladder. She is just I don't know what to do with her. Sometimes she has a mind of her own. But it's hard when people make messes in the bathroom or they clog the bathrooms up with paper towels and they stuff them down the toilet and then it overflows and you got the toilet locked. I can't imagine why they would think that that is any good, any fun, because they're not only messing up me having to go to the bathroom, but they can't go to the bathroom either at the whatever they just messed up. I don't get some things that some of these people do. It just blows my mind. It's like Dr. Spock going, it's not logical, so why are they doing it? Because they're not harming anybody. They're not harming the store. It's not going to cost them customers. They're harming themselves because they can't go pee. Now they've been told that the bathrooms are locked and you can't use the bathroom. So you have to go outside to use the bathroom. That's not cool. I mean, I'm at the point of age that I don't really care. If I have to pee, I pop and squat and let them see my shiny white ass. You know, it's just what it is. You know, I can't do nothing about it. It's either that or walk around in smelly ass pee clothes, and I don't like that. But why would you want to do that? I don't understand. Why do you want to mess up the bathroom so nobody can ever go use the potty again? You know, what am I going to race home? Wait, I don't have a home. So I don't have a toilet. I can't race home. You know, I have to use the store sometimes. And I show respect. Anytime I go and use a facility, I buy something. Even if it's the tiniest little thing, I will purchase something.
Really?
Yes, because it's the only respectful thing to do. Go run into and use a store's facilities and then walk out. That's kind of rude.
I do that all the time.
You should buy something. Show respect.
Okay.
That's to me, it's a very respectful thing. Even if it's a piece, like I said, something that's a quarter or whatever, it shows that you respect them and thank them for allowing you to use their bathroom. Now, I couldn't do that today because that was at the Humane Society and I wasn't ready to adopt a dog yet. But they did let me use the facilities. Very grateful for that. So, very grateful.
You said you go in the parking lots and you'll just clean the entire parking lot up.
Yeah, I've had this side was looking good. I'm looking around right now and I'm about ready to go. It's going to drive me crazy. Before I either fall asleep or go move somewhere else, all that trash is going to be picked up. And I will, you notice that we're smokers, right? You look in the cracks of these sidewalks. Do you see a cigarette butt?
Yeah.
Do you see a lot of them? I make sure when I clean,
Yeah.
I get cigarette butts out of the cracks. Too.
The cigarette butts out of the cracks.
Out of the cracks of the sidewalk. So I don't leave cigarette butts laying around.
So how much are you asking for me to hire you?
I don't ask for any money. I ask God to try to provide. He did have me working for an organization that did the cleaning, but they paid well, but the people didn't clean right. They weren't really picking up the trash. They were just there to pick up the money. Now my thing is that I get paid by if I do a job and it's like messy, trashy, like along the fence line or whatever, and I get that trash and I turn around, I go, damn, that looks good. I'm proud of myself. That's all I need. You know, if I can get people to pick up the trash, because like I noticed today, that was all trash. And as much as I've bitched about it the last couple of days, somebody heard me. There's no trash there. And it looks nice. And I think that makes me feel good. That even though I've heard them kind of bitch and moan about my constantly like, how would you like it somebody walked into your living room and threw trash down in the middle of the living room when there's a trash can right there? You wouldn't like it very much. God doesn't like it very much. So somebody along the line, and I kind of don't think it was an employee, because it's definitely been picked up. I don't see trash out there. Do you see trash out there?
Mhm.
Hey, look along that fence line. The trash that was like there yesterday, that looked shitty, it's not there.
What
And
do you
I
guys
didn't
think?
take that
Boom,
up.
we just spotted some trash.
I said there is some trash out there. That's what's driving me
Yeah,
crazy right now.
I bet.
I'm gonna have to get my grabber out. And,
So can we see that? Can we in real time get some cleaning? You know what's
Yeah.
ironic? I cleaned an entire homeless camp today.
did you?
I was helping clean an entire homeless camp. We've been cleaning this homeless camp for like 2 months.
Yeah. I have a little saying about that one. It's. I don't understand why they have to make a mess. For one, that's a very easy task. They all love the dumpster dive, right? And they love to push around the shopping carts with that. And then they end up with all these hundreds of freaking shopping carts. And so you can drive down the street and go, oh, there's a bunch of homeless over there. Look at all the shopping carts piled up. You know, all you need is one shopping cart. And you pick up your trash, put it in a bag, take off, and go make a deposit at the dumpster. Deposit your trash. Now, you want to go get in dumpster dive and do that? Well, go make your withdrawal. Then you take that withdrawal back to your camp. But here's the key. Don't leave everything in the basket. Put it away. And then the next day, you do the same thing. You take your trash, you go make a deposit. Then you make your withdrawal, whatever you want. And then you take it back and you take it out and you put it up. Or separate it and get it ready to sell, whatever you're going to do. You're not having trash build up at the camp. Things are not getting ruined by rain because you didn't put it away, not sitting in the basket. And you're only using one shopping cart. You don't have a whole bunch where a cop's going to come along and put a gun to your face because you got a shopping cart. Like 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I've seen a lot of shopping carts at some of these places, camps. Because they just grab the cart, go fill it up, take it to the camp, and then leave everything in the cart. Does that make sense? No. One, deposit, withdraw, take it home, split it out, do it again the next day. Simple. Less trash, nicer looking area, and you don't ruin what you just got and make no money off of it. So,
And your main thing is just to be nice and hold a sign.
I don't even hold sign.
You just have it there.
Sometimes I have it there. Mine, most of the time, at the store, I'll just sit there. You know, like one time I was just coloring, and they walk up or walk by and say, hey, how are you doing today? Good, awesome. And they come out and say, you have a great day now. I'll look around like, I heard it's going to rain, so try to stay dry. Or, have a good day, rest of your day. Be safe out there now. People go, why do I need to be safe? You're the homeless person. No. It's most of your accidents happen within a mile of your home. You need to be safe out there. There's crazy people. You know?
Especially in Austin.
Yeah. No, that's everywhere.
These motherfuckers don't know how to drive, though.
That's everywhere. Because you got people from all over the world. People who are used to driving in snow. People who don't know how to drive in snow when it snows. People who don't know how to merge. You know what merging is, people? It goes one car, then the next, then another car, and then the next. You just take turns. You don't try to squeeze 30 people in between because that's where you get your traffic jams. If everybody knew how to merge, which is just one after the other, traffic would flow so well. But I don't know how. Because everybody wants to be greedy. They want to be number one. They have to get there real fast. You know what happens when you have to get there real fast? You don't get there real fast, or you get in a wreck. And you end up having real fast. Or wherever your destination is. We had a Walmart in Houston, by where I grew up. Now, the exit, we go across, you turn, or right. These people who came off the main road would go down the street and act like there was nobody ever coming out of the Walmart and just keep going and plow into them. I was sitting going, what? There's no stop sign here. These people come out all the time. Why are you doing that?
Nancy Wilson said, "How can I donate money to you?"
I do have Cash App.
What would you? Because you just bought a really nice wagon with the money that was donated last stream.
Yes. It's part. We didn't get all of it because we had to end due to a misfortune.
We didn't do nothing.
We didn't do nothing. Yes.
They
Well,
shut us off. They didn't
shut you off.
They
because
shut us
somebody
off,
had
man.
A freaking Nerf gun. Thought he was being funny. Don't be.
Well,
funny.
it was my fault too, right?
Yes, you should not have. But yeah, but it was a learning experience.
Sure.
It is not going to happen.
I like
you
how
were able to
Yes, ma'am.
talk to them and explain, and you didn't have to face the 30-day penalty.
Sure.
Which
And now
is-
we're here today.
Yes.
And now Nancy Wilson is saying, "What's her Cash App?"
It is Lovely Mom, LUVLYMOM 35. I made that up at 35. I used to have a computer company called Lovely Mom's Computer Service and Repair.
Lovely Mom.
Lovely Mom, LUVLY.
What about Lovely Mimi Brown?
That would change my whole thing I've had for what? I'm 61 and I created in 35 when I was 35.
So just to confirm with you, it's Sandra's Cash App is $LUVLYMOM 35.
Correct. You do not have Cash App. I do have Venmo, PayPal, Money Lion. Better be careful that there's loose gravel over there.
That guy's a G.
Money Lion is my main bank, but they do have the same thing. I have OnePay. So most of them I have. I don't remember all of my, tags, but Lovely Mom 35 on the Cash App is my main one. So
Someone asked, "What's your Venmo?"
my Venmo,
Oh goodness.
it is most likely the 35, but I would have to double check on that one. It's been a bit since I used the Venmo.
I mean, did you make your Venmo similar to your Cash App?
Generally, I do. I try to. Yes.
Lovely Mom.
Yes, like my PayPal is my email address, lovelymom35@gmail.com or hotmail.com. Gmail is the better one, though.
I have a question that just popped up in my head.
Okay.
It has nothing related to that.
All right.
Why isn't a woman that is almost 62 years old, as beautiful? Look at her.
Don't embarrass me. I don't think I'm beautiful. I think
hear
the
me out. Hear
lupus
me
has
out.
taken a lot of it.
Why don't we provide you housing when we're giving healthy people housing
We're
on a
giving
daily
healthy
basis?
No, we're giving the schizophrenics and the strung out drug addicts.
That's not
housing.
the case. I can guarantee that. I see who's in housing on a daily basis.
Well,
A lot of people are getting housing right now.
I'm
that
supposed to be
aren't-
on permanent housing. I was on priority list. They sent me to a place. I said I do not want to have to check in every time with somebody, like a guard. That's the first place they sent me to. Then they wanted to take my money right away, 30% of what I made. I've got credit card debts from trying to stay away from my rapist for 3 months on my own. I have credit card debts. I have bills. People say, you're homeless, you don't have bills. I have a life, I still live, just don't have a roof over my head. And because of that, I felt like it was going to end up being a Hotel California type of deal. They were rude to me and all this, and I couldn't take that one because you're not even respecting me. You want to take my money right away, and it's not even really an apartment. I felt like it was in a facility, and that's not what I was told. I was told we get free housing, get our feet back on the ground, and then move on, and be able to do, like, I want to get a part-time job because a full-time job is just too much for me.
Let's go, Tony.
And
Tony, with that membership, you are officially the top person on my channel that has given the most memberships, man. So God bless you, man. Thank you so much. Caleb, why do you think she doesn't have housing, and who are the people you say are getting housing? I'm curious. To answer that, you know that van right there?
I haven't seen it, but it looks like they're just getting gas.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the air
air.
pump. Yeah.
Thank you for joking. Make sure to like and subscribe. Back to that question. Yeah, so people are getting rehab if they stand outside the door and get high all day. But if you don't create a problem, they're not getting housing. You wait on an imaginary list, or you have to really pull some strings and connect deeper into the case managers. But these case managers,
I've never gotten a case manager.
not one.
I was given one by Trinity, and when I called her to ask her what was going on, nobody ever answers the phone.
Someone
I get
asked-
very irritated because I get lost in the system, and I'm very smart on how to do it, most things. I get lost in that system because they don't talk to each other. I think they need to know what
That's so
each
true.
group is doing.
Yeah.
And like Echo, when they sent out the housing thing for the bungalows, the one that I said felt like Hotel California, they gave it to Integral Care. And I never signed up with Integral Care, not once. I talked to them in different locations, but I was never signed up with their organization. But they're the ones that was handling this voucher thing.
Hotel California.
Yeah, I felt like I was.
So
never
what's the
gonna check out
difference?
of that
What's the
place.
difference between Hotel California and a concentration camp?
I don't know. I've never been in a concentration camp, but if you listen to the song, you're having fun at Hotel California.
Sandra, what
And
is
you
your
went out to
Venmo, girl?
concert. I'm working on it. I'm trying to
That's
figure
literally
it
what
out.
Yell69 said.
I haven't used it for a while, and I got a big crack on my phone. I have to
Don't show any of your personal information, okay?
You can't see nothing on this phone.
I just want to let you know that.
Yeah, I know.
Because some people do that, and then it's like,
This is
don't
like,
do that.
Can we use your camera? I'm not doing that right now. I'm trying to get my thing here.
What's up, KDS? What's the update? What update are you looking for? What do you need?
Spelled something.
What do you need an update on?
There we go, me. Did that tell me? Okay.
Y'all check out the spot though.
Oh yeah.
35 Sandra Brown.
So
Yeah, Sandra Brown at Lovely Mom 35.
Sandra Brown.
That's my name, Sandra Brown.
This is the sleeping bag I'm staying on tonight.
What are you doing? What are you saying? You're sounding like the word of. So yeah. Okay.
So it's basically the same thing, Sandra Brown at
Lovely Mom 35.
At Lovely Mom 35.
At my age, I try to keep things pretty simple. I know I've been security administrator and all that with computers, and you change all the time. But I got to be able to remember with
your
everything.
screen, baby, your screen.
Oh, sorry.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah. But it's got my.
It's okay.
It's one of my Snapchat videos. I got but little puffy ears and a little nose that's pink. That's my.
Let me see your Venmo, please. Okay, so it's at LUVLYMOM35.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the name is Sandra Brown.
Sandra Brown, and you'll see Sandra Brown as the name.
And the picture is the little pink puffy things and a pink nose.
Yeah, 69. It's hear me out. It's LUVLYMOM35, and the name on the account will be Sandra Brown.
Very popular name, yes.
Have you ever had an interview like this with like the news or anything like that?
Actually, no.
And you've been out here for 9 years.
Yeah. I've always wanted to have one after I cleaned up a field or something because I want people to know that the work I do. Like using the grabber, I pretty well started that because my back was hurting. And so I went and got a gopher and started picking up the trash. And then next thing I know, I started seeing the lawnmen using it, and then the apartment complex people using them, and then store people using them.
Let's go.
And so
$5. Whoever just sent this,
and-
I'm gonna call. Is that okay?
Mhm.
Jasmine Pebley, W Jasmine.
Awesome, Jasmine. I love that name, Jasmine.
God bless you. Yes, we did, Jasmine. You're amazing. W Jasmine, man. W Tony and W Jasmine.
Awesome. Oh, TurboTax. I don't need TurboTax.
What? So now that you have your wagon, what are you putting money towards?
I'm still looking to get a vehicle though. That would still be great if I could find one that's inexpensive. This guy drove up that day, said he was wanted to dump his car. Registration's been out since 23. And I said, well, how much? He goes, $1,000. And I looked at the car. I said, this car ain't worth no $1,000, man. I said, I'd pay you maybe $400 or $500, but not $1,000. He said, it's a good car. It's a good car. Okay, that's why your door's not staying open and this is there and you don't have your bottom bumper and I hear a little rattle in the engine and no, this car is not worth. I said, and you can't get it inspected? Or you haven't got registration since 23? And you think good cars don't sit there like that, you know.
They're asking if he's praying, or
I think he's in pain.
He's in pain.
Are you praying or are you in pain? He's in pain.
He's in pain.
His bunions are hurting.
Oh man. That's terrible.
Oh, he's got a injury from a bullet on his spine. That they did not remove the bullet yet. And so
he'll go off.
Aggravating.
He'll go off in a metal detector.
He'll go off in the metal detector. Yeah, I used to think my daughter would. She has titanium and platinum, all that in her face, but I never heard her go off.
Yeah, my uncle Milton, he's got a bullet in his right ass cheek.
Was he related to Forrest Gump? He had a bullet in his buttocks.
Really?
Remember? Mm-hmm. That's what he said. My buttocks. Botox.
Someone asked, who is the guy by her? Is this your friend?
Friend.
Hi.
Doesn't look like he's having the best night right now, guys.
It's cold, and that doesn't help those things. You want a blanket? You want a hand warmers? I don't notice somebody had opened some hand warmers over here, but I have a. I don't know. Oh, I was gonna pick up the trash. I need a trash bag though. I'm out of my trash bags. That is what I need. Anybody got a trash bag that they bought something from the store? Huh? I have naproxen.
Angela Sharon said, praying for healing, find Daniel to get a deliverance.
I said naproxen. You want some? Okay. Well, it's just aspirin. It's an anti. It's a NASDAQ, just like.
Does it come in a pill form?
Yes, it comes in a pill form.
Then I don't like it. No,
They're about the only ones that will help me with my pain, but I have to take more than one a day. I have to take like 2 or 3. And I know it's not good for your kidney, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So,
I'll be alright. We're not gonna do some jumping jacks, run around the block.
I also got
You
some
rub some dirt on it?
arnica.
I got dirt on. I got dirt to sleep on.
He said dirt to sleep on.
I got some arnica. That's that homeopathic stuff that it's like a cream. It helps. Yeah. Ah, you be alright. Okay. Yeah, the cold does not help with that stuff.
No, it doesn't.
The cold gets to the bone, huh?
Yeah.
The older you get.
Well, it depends too on that.
That bullet's been put in my spine when I was 5 years old.
The bullet was put into your spine when you were 5 years old.
I don't really. Do I want to ask how?
Through my left arm, through my lung, through my ribs, through my lungs, through my bowels, through my kidney, through my right hip, ricocheting lines through my spine. 1972.
The family member or stray bullet or?
It was my dad's bullet. It was meant for him, and I got it instead.
Wrong place and wrong time.
Mama's kids, Dad was planning on a family project in the kitchen. Dad said he'd come home and do it when we got home from work. Dad started bashing went to work, and then went straight to the bar. Got drunk. And Mom and his kids got tired of waiting, so we went ahead and did it. He come in drunk, kicking paint cans all over the place, beating Mom. I walked in the kitchen and see him choking her, bent over backwards over the counter, beating her, telling her to die, bitch, die. Threw her on the floor and kicked 2 holes in her back with cowboy boots. I went in the bedroom, I got a 22 410 over and under out of the closet, broke it, overloaded it, went back in there. By the time I got back in there, he had already left. So I sat down on a coffee table waiting for him. Mom come in, see me with the gun, she took it away from me. She went and put it up, but she messed up. She went to the bathroom. I went back in the bedroom to see if I could get it. I looked in the closet, it wasn't there. So I thought, well, where did she put it? She's going to bed under her mattress. I go around the side of the bed, there she pick it up, mattress up, there it is. I grabbed it out of there again, reloaded it, went back in there, sit down. This time my older brother come running out of the bedroom. He grabbed it by the butt and pulled it out of my hands. We tug of war. He pulled it out of my hands. And when he hit the wall, his shot went off and hit me. Through my arm, through my leg, my left ribs, through my lungs, through my valves, through my kidney, hit my right hip, ricocheted, lodged to my spine. Still there today.
And you survived.
Yep.
God has had you to work a job for you.
He got a meaning for me, for some reason.
That's like when I break up fights and stuff like that. I get people say, "There's a grown man, they're gonna kill you. You shouldn't be doing this, you're gonna die." When God's through using me, that's when it'll happen. And apparently he's not through using me. Because I've even tried committing suicide once and I wasn't allowed to die.
Suicide's a permanent answer to a temporary problem.
Like I said, he won't let me die.
What'd you say?
Suicide is a permanent answer to a temporary problem.
So,
anyway.
I mean, I didn't shot at and all that. And it's like, I'm not scared of it. I don't let fear rule my life. I don't, because like I said, when God is through with me, that's when I'll die. So apparently he's not through with me.
Mom sent my brother over to get Randy no rest, which lived across his home. He was a field medic in the Army back in 72. war was going on, and he was a field medic. That's what he dealt with every day. Was gunshot victims. He'd come over and told my mom, grab rags, towels, anything he could to tear it up. He would tie the holes off where the bullets went through. Put me in his car, took me to Centerville Hospital. They didn't know if I was going to live or die for the first 6 months that I was in there.
Somerville, you said?
Centerville.
Centerville.
Centerville Township Hospital, St. Clair County, Illinois.
Ah.
Yeah.
Let's go, Tony.
My
Again, man.
grandparents lived in Centerville, Alabama.
What's up, Ty Hill?
Come on.
Welcome in, brother. Welcome to Halo Team. Just so y'all know, everybody, Tony keeps sending you guys Halo Team. That's a Discord link. Everybody join that Discord if you get let in by Tony. He's been paying for people's memberships, man.
You just send me the link.
What's it called? And thank you for sharing your story, brother. If you are interested in ever doing an interview, man, I'd love to be able to talk to you. That's a hell of a story.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's scratching the bottom of the bucket. That ain't even the beginning.
Right on, man.
I lived in a life of hell all my life until I was 17, and I finally got out of it all.
Right on. Yeah.
My mom passed away when I was 11. I'm the last of 4 brothers. My brothers are all deceased. It's all good, man. I'll make it. I'm a survivor. I'll make it every day, day in and day out. I'll make it.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Say it's supposed to make us stronger. Sometimes I wonder. But
You said something about thankful for your suffering.
yes.
What suffering are you thankful for right now?
What suffering am I thankful for?
Wasn't out here suffering. Running into her last night. I wouldn't have come to the
We've met before off and on as far as seeing each other, but spending any time, length of time is different. Getting to know who I really am, you know. And that's the whole thing is most people don't get to know who I am, or they want to assume that I'm somebody else, that I'm not, you know. But, hey, we're on live stream, man.
My phone's dead.
We're live streaming.
It's all
We're not
good.
doing
This is all
no
live. This is all
deals.
live.
Yeah, you need permission before you do that. You need permission before you do that.
What?
Pointing the camera at him. You need his permission before you video.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do that. Make sure you let them know first and ask permission.
Yeah, that way.
Oh, okay. Not in public. You can't put people on camera in public. Right.
I can sue now.
You could sue.
Yes.
We're so wait. We're in a public place right now.
Yeah.
And you
It's
can't
actually a private.
you can't video them if you're on public property.
At any time.
Okay. Private property. Got him. He got me right there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. You just got to remember that because they may not be able to, for they don't want people to see them, or they're in the witness protection program, or there could be any number of reasons. You need to get permission prior to doing that. That's why they have the blur out screen. Yes. And this is actually not public property. It's actually private property. Just because it's a store, it's still private property. So people who own it or 7-Eleven can walk out and ban anybody.
So
they
7-Eleven would have to basically come out and say, "Hey, stop what you're doing."
want. Yeah.
They actually they can't because it's actually a private property. But it's not private property. It's public property because all of the customers, everything they got coming in and out. You see it on Facebook and all the time. Little guys going out recording stuff.
And what I'll do for you if I get a laptop or
Because
anything,
they got the right. They have the right. The right to publicly video anything they want. There's no law against it. Now, if you go on private property where somebody
You're gonna have to wait on the arnica. I think that's in my backpack, which is way over there, and I'm not gonna try to get it right now. Too heavy. That arnica I was gonna get to you. I'm gonna try to, if I could, it'd be better if I had the laptop, but I can't do it with my cell phone. Is create you a little contract. You should always have a person sign it, giving you the permission to videotape them. So that way, anything that happens, they bump their head or whatever, our family members want to get nasty, you have their signature that says it's okay.
Right.
Yeah, and it'll say it covers your, how do they put it? CYA covers your ass.
I wonder what the judge would think if they saw us do a willing interview.
Nothing. Because it's a willing interview.
Right. So
But-
most likely I wouldn't need any sort of.
But you would still need it for legal, purposes should somebody in the future or something like I
You know, I
said,
used to
family
be-
members or anything like that want to balk it or whatever, you
Right.
have proof that they agreed to it.
I used to be a contractor,
Hmm.
and I used to be the type of contractor that wrote the contracts.
Like contract management.
Well, I was the contract salesman,
Okay.
so
Contract for what?
I filled the
Like,
contracts out.
for what? For what?
For yeah, for HVAC. Usually it was a HVAC related job, but that's what I did. I sold contracts, and now that I've stepped away from that, I'm not interested in contracts.
I worked for a gas company where they bid on natural gas and contract administration.
You were administrator, yes. You
That
mentioned this.
wasn't me. Well, I've been administrative assistant for what, 17. But there's the contracts. The head person that writes out all the contracts, and then they would take it to the guys in the bid room, and they send it to the companies that are bidding on all this natural gas. All this gas, all this liquid in a pipe can be owned by 6 people, 7 companies, 8, however many. That's how your price of gas in the barrels. That's how it's done.
You putting me on, you find fulfillment in that. You being able to see, okay, he this could be a better thing he adds into his operation
Mm-hmm.
that might be beneficial to him,
Mm-hmm.
and you gave me that,
Right.
and you find fulfillment in that.
Yes, because I helped you.
And I see that in your eyes.
Because I'm keeping you out of trouble.
And you know what? In 2026, Sandra, it is very fucking hard to find people like that.
There it is. It is. There's people don't care enough about what they do. Anytime I worked for a job, or I did, I always learned how the job worked, how did they do it, and I tried to make improvements if there were. But it's just, you should take pride in anything that you do, and you should work hard at making any improvements that you can. Say there's a simpler way to do something and to get the job done faster in a more proficient way, then don't be afraid to let people know. Let your bosses know. My boss always told me, Sandra, remember KISS. Keep it simple, Sandra. Instead of keep it simple, stupid. He always said, keep it simple, Sandra. I have in my
Man,
career.
Tony sent another gift.
Awesome.
Tony sending memberships. Wow, man. W Tony, man.
Memberships for what?
For the Discord, just
I know
YouTube.
you explained it to me before, but what's the Discord?
Basically, just like funding our operations, funding
Okay.
our missions.
Mhm.
Like me being out here right now.
Right. See, that's like this thing I want to do with the cleaning thing that I tried to do. I want to make it a nonprofit. Go out there, hire some of the homeless to help clean.
That's what I did today.
The motorhome that outside shower, be
Yeah.
able to cook foods for them, travel along and be at the site for a while, not have to worry about, okay, so it's going to be burning hot today. Well, then we're not going to work today. We'll work this evening or early in the morning, but we'll be there to do it.
I knew a
And,
operation that built RVs, and they
Mhm.
would hire homeless people to build these RVs, and these homeless people would build an RV and then live in the RV,
Right.
and then for the next 5 years they would work for the RV, or whatever, 1 year or 2 years, whatever it was, whatever made sense, and then they would work there making these RVs and living in an RV that they built.
Right, and that's just like my suggestion of these these discrepant houses falling apart. Sorry, my words don't want to come out. But the houses that are sitting there crumbling and falling apart, they can be just fixed by the people who know how to fix it. There are very smart people out here, but we're not given the chance. We are looked down upon, which, like I said, number one, Bible says do not do that. Do not put yourself above everybody else.
If I can't fix it, it ain't broke or it can't be fixed.
It can be fixed.
If I can't fix it, it ain't broke or it can't be fixed.
Well, that's true. If I can't fix it the same way, like the toys that my grandchildren would bring to me, and you can fix anything, Mimi. No, I can't fix everything, especially if your toy was run over by a car. Just can't do it.
The one thing I can't fix is me.
I mean, but I would tell the kids, like people would go past things and they see it's messed up or something, but they just keep going past something. You should, if you see there's an issue or a problem, you look at it, you evaluate it, you step back, you come up with a way to get through things and how to fix it, and you attack and you get it done. I get people that tell me all the time, you can't use that to fix that. Why can't I use what I can find? If it works in the end, it doesn't matter what you use if you can get it fixed. But you see a problem, you step back, you evaluate the problem, and then you take care of the problem. It's so many things in this world that can be fixed, even the homelessness, if people would just step back and stop worrying about thinking that it doesn't affect them. Everything affects you. Everything. Because your neighbor gets sick or husband dies, a house falls apart. Oh, it's going to affect you. Think about your property taxes. Every little thing does affect you in the long run. It's not always about just you.
Someone asked, if you don't mind me asking, how'd you end up in this circumstance?
Well, I got sick with the lupus. I lost a lot of work. I got on Social Security, and I lost. My mom moved out on me, and I left holding the bag. And so I tried to get roommates. People that they wouldn't pay the bill, and I couldn't afford the housing cost to be by myself. And it's really hard for me to have roommates. I'm very meticulous about what I do, everything, and yeah, it has to be done a certain way. Sometimes I'm very OCD about a lot of things, but when you can't afford, and they want to tell you apartment's going to cost you $1,400, and you need to make 3 times the amount to be able to get it, and you're on Social Security. That's not going to work, And I've tried living and renting a room from somebody who was okay with me being on Social Security, but then all of a sudden she's telling me I have to get a job. At the same time, wanting me to take your dogs out for a walk, do this, do that, but I couldn't use the certain things in the kitchen after she told me I could. She had me in her room, next to her room, where she had the door open, and I had to walk all the way around the staircase to get to the bathroom instead of just giving me the room next to the bathroom.
Hey, watch out, man! You just dropped that.
So,
You dropped that ID.
And so here I am trying to rent a room, and she's giving me different, almost weekly things. Okay, everything said okay. I can afford your rent, but I don't want you hanging around the house. You got to get a job. But I need you to take the dogs out this day and do this. Okay, that's, yeah. I got very like, why am I paying somebody that didn't want me to be working for them? It just didn't seem right. I mean, and so I ended up outside. I tried living with my family, and things would, my kids, they're just got too much going on in their lives with an autistic child, and one that my other child had 4 kids and a grandson now, and it's too much for them. And I don't want to be sit there, and I've always told my kids and everybody, I don't want to be a burden to anybody. I'd rather be by myself, be a burden to myself. I would love to talk to people. I would love people to come and visit me. But once you become homeless, they don't know what to say to you. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. It's simple. What would you like people to do or say to you? That's it. Don't think about, well, you're going to hurt my feeling or all that. The Bible says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's the same thing. Talk to the others as you would want people to talk to you.
Wally White 5154 said, I would die before my mother slept on the street.
Yeah. I would have too. But and like I said though, sometimes I'll go out and then I back out here. God, why am I homeless again? And He sends people to me to counsel. There's a reason. We don't always know the reason. But what's going to happen when all the seniors end up on the street because they can't afford anything anymore? Where are they going to go? Who are they going to turn to? They won't be able to survive. Somebody has to teach them. I try to look at it in ways, and I get very mad, I get very upset, especially when it's really cold. But you got blankets, you got hand warmers, there's ways to get around it. And yes, I get very stubborn about not wanting to be with people sometimes. Trust issues for me is really bad. Really bad. Been beat by guys, been this, been that. And so it's really hard for me to be close to somebody. It's a work in progress. There's a lot I got to get through. But I get ones that can understand. It's cool. And be my friend. And that's my big thing. Be my friend. That's it. I just want a friend sometimes.
Help you pick up trash, maybe.
Yeah, which I haven't done yet. But I will. May not be right now because it's it'll just keep getting bad. In the morning, I'll have it clean before
It gets too cold.
not really too cold before the shift starts for the day. It's a respect thing too. I try to make sure, even though I don't work here, I try to think of how these guys have one person here in a store sometimes. They got to do all the jobs. Give them a helping hand if they respect you and you respect them, and you feel that as if they're a friend. Help them out. Don't ask for something in return though. Don't expect anything. You're just doing it to be a friend.
Kia 1029, I will keep her in my prayers.
Thank you.
And then Tony Kaiser -M7Q, man.
Tony Kaiser. I know that name.
Another membership, brother. I just, man, I'm really, a lot of gratitude, man. Thank you so much, man. It's amazing.
And here's one deal. I like to know where some of these people are from. Anybody from A-Leaf, Texas? That's a cool, because I've been there my whole life. So,
A-Leaf?
A-Leaf, Texas.
I've never heard of that.
It's a small town outside of Houston. It used to be called Derry, Texas. And we have.
Is that one of the Leaf villages?
No. That's Czech community, actually. It's called A-Leaf because when it was Derry, Texas. And the post office said they were building a place called Daisy, Texas. They did not want the two cities to be confused. Apparently, Daisy had more money than Derry. And so they asked us to change our name. Well,
Chapa.
the postmaster of A-Leaf now, his wife, Mr. McGee, his wife was named A-Leaf McGee. And they chose her name as the name of the city. We have in A-Leaf a very, like all the schools are named after a person that's done something for children or the community or something like that. It's just how we've always done things. My grandmother went to the Little Red Schoolhouse. My dad went to A-Leaf Elementary, then to Missouri City, which was a different district, Missouri City Middle School, and graduated from Dulles High School because they still only had elementary. Then I went to A-Leaf Elementary.
Is that weed or tune?
That we changed over.
Is that weed or tune? That's a cigarette?
Yeah. I went to A-Leaf Elementary.
I'm good on that, bro.
We changed the name to Ewens Elementary, which was one of the oldest teachers that worked there. And she was our third grade math teacher. And my dad had her, and I had her. And then my kids went to Ewens Elementary. They didn't have any A-Leaf there. And my daughter in third grade went to the nursing home to see and sing to Mrs. Ewens. So there we have 4 generations in one elementary school. And then my oldest granddaughter went to Leesman Elementary. And that was 5th generation in the A-Leaf school district. So we had a long history there. And it's now, for some reason, I went to Florida, had my son, and I come back and I see all these recording studios everywhere and wondering what the heck they were. And that's when the rap community had come in, the ones that come from Southwest. That's where they came from. So.
Do you see yourself retiring?
Retiring? I'm already retired technically. I'm on disability. I get the same amount of money. It'll never change, except for our little bitty tiny cost of living colas that we get that are not anywhere near the cost of living. So
little increases.
Our little tiny baby increases.
What does an increase look like on that?
Huh? About 100 maybe. Now, for most people, it wasn't even that much because the Medicare went up a lot. But my Medicare with my Advantage plan is cheaper. My is smaller. It's sad. I'm not going to say how much I pay, but yeah, mine didn't go up that much on my Medicare. So this year, I finally actually received a halfway decent raise, but it still doesn't cover everything. I mean,
Marsha is here in Austin, and she's asking, what part of Austin are you in? I could help her out.
Right now, Central really, Midtown, 35 and 183 is, and I go down sometimes 290 and 35, or 2222.
What's over there?
That's the other, there's another 7-Eleven over there. The place I stayed at for almost a year was at Airport in Lamar, at the Crestview train station. Not at there, but at that surrounding area. So it's just really kind of they're close together. And you can get good bus over there too, busing, but tend to walk most of mine everywhere. I'm a big walker.
And
So,
that's why you were talking about your legs being swollen.
no. Well, yeah, sometimes, but my walking keeps me in shape.
Right. But that blood rushed down.
Hmm.
Uh,
A lot of times it's just because I stand there a lot.
I would assume that
Don't assume, speculate.
I would spec.
Yes.
I like that. I like that.
Never assume. Always speculate.
I
You
like
can
that.
change your mind on a speculation. Assumptions, people do not change their mind. They
Yeah.
will not budge.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, I like that. I speculate. I forgot what I was gonna say.
I don't know. Am I walking? Am I swelling?
Oh, I would speculate that you walking so much is actually very, very, very healthy for you. So much so that you're probably a lot healthier than most people your age.
Most
In your
people
current,
cannot believe
in your
I'm
current,
even my
well, let me finish. With your current health conditions,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Actually, I had my son in 1987 on New Year's Eve, and I walked a lot because I worked at Martin Marietta, Orlando Aerospace, and you walked everywhere or took the little bus. And I had an emergency C-section. In fact, my son decided he did not want to leave, and he wanted to stay with mommy forever. And we had 30 minutes left before we both could have died. I was up and having regular food by lunch. I was up and walking the hospital floors by dinner because it was just
Somebody's
Look at
saying
my
something in the
walking.
chat.
because I walk a lot. I mean, I did walk a lot. I would put in sometimes 11 miles a day walking.
I wish I could.
Marshall, we should get things together for her and see what we can do to get her on her feet. What do you think do you have your ID?
I have my ID. I have my the other one's foundation has my birth certificate.
Do you have a PO box?
No, I use my brother's address, so sometimes it takes me forever to get my mail, which is a Williamson County address. He lives in Liberty Hill.
Would you mind moving to Round Rock? I could help.
I've been wanting to move to Round Rock because I have a Williamson County address, and I was told that they supposedly help people better out there, especially if you have a county address. But I kind of messed up the other day when I was trying to extend my room for the 1st and the 2nd, and I got in the wrong dates because my phone being cracked and my eyes not working well. I got the date wrong. So this Friday I have a room. It's already paid for.
From what?
At Sonata because I messed up. I'm trying to extend it for the 1st and the 2nd. I was so tired, and I wasn't seeing well. The eyes were just tired.
So what's Friday? That's like
the 16th and 17th.
4.
Yeah.
He said it's 4 days away.
But at least I know I have a room for Friday.
You can't make this shit up, man.
But
You can't make this shit up. Sandra, you're so funny. You're
I
awesome.
try to be.
You're awesome.
That's sometimes that's the only way to get through
Marcia
some things.
Sarah Lagui. I have a place she can stay here in Round Rock.
Okay.
Can I go? I don't know.
Where at Round Rock? There's a question. What part of Round Rock?
Yeah, that's a great.
Do I have to walk there?
No, I think
Because that's
no,
kind of a
well, I
walk.
already brought I hired the guy. He's bringing the mule right now.
Oh. Okay. I'm sure the mule has a very strong back because I do have a lot of stuff over it.
You definitely got a lot of stuff on you.
Yes.
That's for sure. But this is
My
all
biggest
stuff.
thing is clothes, and I've had to get rid of so many of my clothes. And there's this thing, I have this major addiction for clothes, and I'm having to get rid of them. And they don't have AA meetings for clothes addictions. It's really sad.
Clothes.
It really is. It really is. I cannot deal with this. I want my clothes.
They were called CAA, Closed Anonymous.
Clothes Anonymous, something like that. I don't know, but I'm not got my.
I'm sure they have
All
something out
dirty
there
and-
for you.
I am. But thank you. I mean, like I've lost so many clothes between the rains and people stealing them and the sweep. I don't have hardly any of my bell bottoms
Yes,
anymore.
Taryn, awesome. Yes, please get my number. Email me ASAP, Marcia, and then I'll get my number. If you're serious, if that's a serious inquiry, I have her number as well. I can connect you guys. And as a journalist, I know the most important type of the most important type of journalism is follow up. That's why
Right.
you see me here today.
Right.
Follow up is important because we want to see you succeed.
And I want to learn how to do journalism too. I want to write a book. One meaning homelessness. It goes both ways. It's not only a one-sided story.
Let's go, Tony.
I want to
Just put Holly Lotus into the Halo team. Let's go,
Cool.
man. Awesome.
I want to be able to teach people different things. It's not going to be like what I should have learned in kindergarten or stuff. It's what I should have learned at 2 years old. You know, a lot of common sense stuff, simple little things that people don't get taught or don't always yell at people. Don't remember only the bad things. Remember good things too about people. Yeah, everybody makes a mistake. Y'all know how many times President Lincoln lost before he became president? That's why he was so old. At least 12. You have to fail to succeed. You know, and you may fail 100 times. Most of McDonald's, Wendy's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, all of them did not succeed until they were in their late 50s
Marcia
or
wants to get you
60s.
off the street tonight.
Tonight?
Marcia, is that what you're saying? She needs to get off the street right away? Are you saying you're going to pull up on us right now in real time? How can you message me? Email me. Email me real quick.
I remember, I still have friends though.
Someone drop my email, please, Taryn, if you could, one more time.
And I do have, I miss my family in Crestview. When they swept me on the 11th of December, I felt like I got divorce papers. None of my neighbors. I don't see my neighbors. I don't see the people that, store owners, the people that worked at the stores, the Walgreens, the Diaz. My family's gone. That's really sad. I was there almost a year, and these people felt like I was their neighbor too. It's a surreal feeling when your whole family, your whole neighborhood, all your neighbors are just taken away from you.
And they swept you.
And they swept me.
And all your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you were given
3 days. Now, technically, our rights, it should be the same as anybody else. A sweep is an eviction. The difference between an eviction, somebody living in an apartment or a house, is that you don't see the mess. Our evictions, only 2 days, 3 days, or sometimes we get no notice. They take everything, and the mess everybody sees, and then they're saying, look how trashy the homeless people are. Just as trashy as a house person.
Do they use
They're in an enclosed section though.
Do they use that trash to divide people?
Yes, they do. They use a lot of stuff to divide. But as I said, the most favorite sign that the Westview cops love was, remember, not everyone is the same. Some are good, some are bad, housed or unhoused.
Holly Lotus, Caleb, I'm going to email you my information to give to Marcia so she can call me and I can bring her tons of things for Sandra tomorrow.
Okay.
Sandra.
Awesome. Awesome, man.
You said kindness goes a million miles.
Kindness, a smile. Yes, it does. Cleanliness. You know, the word cleanliness is next to godliness. When I clean and make a place nice, you get smiles, you get kindness, you get people that have a totally different attitude. It is. It's next to godliness.
What would you say to someone that says you need to travel light?
I have tried so many times to travel light, and it's really hard. And it's really hard when you are helping people and you carry supplies. yeah, I had other homeless. Mama, you need to downsize. Okay, I need to downsize. So when I downsize, why do y'all bring me back the same things? Where do you go when you want something to eat? Where do you go when you need a band-aid? Where do you go when you need socks? You. Okay,
Are you
so
hungry?
yeah, I'm hungry, actually. I love the mac and cheese, but that didn't fill my
I brought
tummy.
I brought her mac and cheese, guys. I was thinking, what's the best thing for someone that
Yeah, I,
struggles in the biting category?
yeah, I can't bite people very well.
So I brought you some mac and cheese.
It doesn't help when you have to take methotrexate that takes the calcium out of your body, and uh, prednisone, and you have a calcium deficiency in your family, and
Is it
yeah,
just
boom.
Sandra or Sandra and the man? Are you like so? Holly's asking, are y'all together?
No, not. We just really started talking, so yeah, we don't jump. I don't jump into a relationship that fast because you never know the truth until you've been with somebody for a while. I know. I thought my high school friend was a nice guy until he started beating me a couple of months later. So yeah.
Let me see.
Marsha just emailed you. Smart lady. It's important to know so I know how many items to bring. I mean, if you're able to bring some stuff for him too, that's cool. But yeah, I mean, everybody needs a little love. This guy got shot when he was 5 years old, so
Yeah.
it's a fucked up reality. Everybody needs a little help.
And like when I told him about how, you know, homeless people or people that don't have a heart because he says it's on the other side too. And I'm like, yeah, it's on the other side too, but you don't know what they've been through.
Marsha's on
So
some angel timing. She's saying I can get her to her doctor and help her get back on her feet.
awesome. My biggest thing is like my rheumatologist wanted me to go on narcolepsy medicine because I'm always fatigued, and the psychiatrist wants me to stay on antidepressants that make you fatigued. I can't get them done when I'm always fatigued. I'd rather have something that makes me. I have a list of chronic illnesses, and I hate them all, but I've learned from them all. The biggest thing is learning to accept them. You learn to accept some of your issues, they tend to heal faster. But I can also help people when they find out they're diagnosed with the same thing. And I believe I have MS, but I don't want a spinal tap. And when they did the preliminary test in 2005, they told me your numbers are off. You need to go to the hospital, have further testing, and I wouldn't do it. I, I was already dealing with one. I just found out the lupus, and I believe in mind over matter, and I didn't want it to manifest real fast. And a couple of years ago, the drunk walk did start happening, which is terrible because you're walking along, you're staggering and doing stupid shit, and you're like, I don't even drink. How can I be walking like this? But it happens. So I don't want a spinal tap though. That
What's up,
scares me.
Marsha? Did you get my email? I haven't looked at my email because I'm on live right now, Marsha. But what are your thoughts? Like, I mean, share what you want with. What are you thinking? What are your thoughts? You said you had a place for. Are you trying to make that happen tonight, tomorrow? Um, I'm not like. What are your thoughts? She said God is putting it into my heart to help me.
That's exactly how I live. I always like people say you don't ask for money. No, I greet people, I compliment people, but I let God decide and put it on people's hearts to do what He wants them to do. And if they want to fulfill what He's putting on their hearts, that's awesome. But I'm not going to expect something because we're not to expect anything. There's a lot. I'll be talking sometimes and I'll start saying things that I've blown myself away, scared myself, because the Holy Spirit's talking to me. And I'm just like, I stopped, I went like, what? And then I realized, and I'm like, that's awesome, but it's scary at the same time. Because you're being directed by the Lord to say things, and it can be pretty awesome. But like, were you here yesterday or the other day when that guy was screaming about people were gonna die and stuff? That terrible. Well, I just started rebuking, and I rebuked that devil. That dude shut up. He shut up like, phew, and just started walking around normal.
That's a funny one.
I
I
said,
walked into the little hospital in Leander.
mm-hmm.
This older lady.
You gotta speak a little louder.
I told her, she goes, what's the problem? I said, I think I got something here I ain't never seen before in the whole career. She goes, I've seen just about everything there is. I don't think you can show me anything that I have never seen. I said, how about a stitch that's been in my stomach for 47 years? And she goes, what? She goes, well, yep, that's what I ain't never seen.
A stitch?
Yep.
Oh, when the stitch is left over?
When I got shot.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, when I was 9, I was supposed to have my finger amputated. And the doctor was doing the surgery, freaked out because he says he's heard about all these miracles before but never seen one. And he saw one that day. But he could not believe that a finger that he could stick a needle through that was totally dead was almost healed completely 2 hours after he stuck that needle through it. But my finger here, cut it off in the mirror, and my friend's house at Church of Latter-day Saints, and they came and anointed my head with oil and blessed me and all that, and within 2 hours my finger was almost completely healed. They never had to take it off at all, which was awesome. True miracle. True miracle.
Tony Kaiser said, Sandra, walk with the Lord God.
I do, every day. The Lord says, okay, enough of your pity party today, dear. Here, there's a bunch of people that need to be fed. Throw a bunch of food at me. People bring me food.
Marcia said, I'm willing to take you in and help you out. If Marcia was able to take you in and help you out, would you make a commitment to sobriety?
I'll do my best. I got to have the doctor work with me on getting the narcolepsy medicine. That's my biggest thing, is I've got to be able to function. I want to be
Sandra, I will
to...
email Kayla all my info. I am 45 miles from you, and I will help you and your friend as much as I can and top my daily duties as a single mom, but I'm here for y'all.
Awesome.
Let's go. W. Holly.
Single moms are awesome because I was a single mom too. So.
That's amazing. W. Holly and W. Marcia.
Well, I hope you were never a single mom, but a single dad is awesome too.
Someone said rehab first.
I don't need rehab. I can sit there and not do it, and it doesn't bother me. It's not like I can't live without it. I can go hours, I can go days without having anything. It doesn't not bother me.
Marcia said, I'm 33, just got out of prison myself, but I'm doing good and staying clean, and I'm working now. I can help her out.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
It's like, I don't drink, I don't do all that stuff. I have the one thing, and it's not even a daily thing. It's not a constant, like everybody around that. Drives me crazy when somebody takes a hit of a pipe, and it looks like they took 20 or 30 Mexican jumping beans, and they're just being stupid. I'm like, what the hell? Why are you acting like that? I quit drinking because I blacked out with my children one time, and my friends had to take care of them in Cuero, Texas. And I said, hell no, I'm not putting my kids through that shit. And I won't do it. I tried drinking red wine one day, and I tripped on 12th Street on a manhole cover and busted my head wide open. So yeah, I don't like that. And I started getting bad hangovers, waking up with major migraine headaches, and I was like, oh. But the one thing I cannot quit, like cold turkey, and I've tried these. I've tried so many times, and now the stress of trying to quit is more dangerous to me than quitting, because of the things I have are all stress related. They'll make me sicker, and so I'd rather have something to calm me, which if it's a cigarette, and not stress, because stress is not good for me at all, at all. Stress and lupus and all that does not work together.
Autoimmune diseases thrive off of stress.
And if you get one autoimmune disease, well, you just might as well chalk up the chalkboard and say, you're going to have them all. It just seems to fall hand in hand. I don't know why. But they're just. It's meant to be. Yeah.
Caleb, I will try to help him and Sandra, but help. Sorry, I can't fucking read. Caleb, I will try to help the guy with the items I bring for him and Sandra, but Marcia cannot take Sandra in. Marcia can take Sandra in, just not the guy for her safety in the room she has.
No, I wasn't planning on that thing happening. Yeah, I'd be blessed to have her, but I'll be more than glad that she'll go, and I know she's warm and she's safe. She's comfortable. She can go do what she's got to do.
And I have friends in Round Rock from high school.
You went to Round Rock High School?
No, I went to Alief Hastings High School. But there's a lot of people here from there. One of the girls I grew up with lives in Round Rock. I'm a member of a Facebook page for Round Rock. I did I answered all the questions right. And
this is what Marcia said. Tell her that the only thing I do is vape. So if she could commit to not doing drugs, then I'm willing to.
Okay. And definitely not in the house, and definitely not around the children either, because that's just disrespectful. I mean, that's not something I would do. And cigarettes, I would be outside or away from the, children. I don't like to put anybody in jeopardy or disrespect anybody. It's just not what I do.
Do you see a reality where you're sober?
Yeah. I mean, it's no problem being sober. That's what I'm saying. That sobriety is nothing for me.
Why do people use the word sober? What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Guys, can we look up in the chat, what does sober even mean? What is the Latin root word of sober?
It's like the difference between being sane and insane.
Because you know what? I feel like sober, it just sounds like such a bad word, like a sober. It just gives people a negative connotation.
Sober can have so many meanings, insane.
Sober means serious and clear-headed.
I'm that. At most, all times, serious and clear-headed.
Clean and clear-headed. Okay, sober just means one thing, LOL. Somber, sober. So what is the Latin the root word of the word? I don't know. I'm just curious, man. It's just, I don't say I'm sober. I'm in recovery. Because most addicts,
I don't consider myself an addict, because an addict is somebody that will steal and do anything to get what they need. And bills come first. Living comes first.
Sundown said clarity of consciousness.
Okay. I have that. Most all the time. So.
What's up, Holly?
Right now, I am very tired. And I flipped my wagon today, too. So, I kind of have a backache. So, I landed on the back. It flipped.
I have a question for you.
Walk off.
Meth was a war drug. And when you're in survival mode out here on the street, a lot of people smoke that to stay alert, to stay awake, to kind of stay,
You're always in an alert mode. Living in life with narcissism, you're always in an alert mode. You're always trying to make sure you're safe.
So when you get into that housing, you don't need alert mode. You actually need
It's
something.
hard to get out of alert mode because you're
It's like institutionalized.
you don't know because you're always having to look around and make sure you're still safe because like I said, you don't know.
Like a squirrel.
You have no clue if the person that you're living with or being near. My mother was a narcissist. I had to worry about what she said or what she did, at all times. People who want to force themselves upon me, and I had to take out the sledgehammer to prove that I'm not playing games. You're not touching me. You're always in an alert mode, with certain things that's happened to people in life. And like people stealing my stuff, I'm always alert. I'm always watching. I'm always making sure that they haven't stolen something. I've had to go through my backpack sometimes 20 times, and then I'll find my item. But the whole time I'm freaking out. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? And it's constant. It's constant. It's not fun. It sucks.
Hey, Bam Bam.
Bam Bam.
Bam Bam, step outside your limited reality. Maybe you'll find more information.
Bam Bam. I have a friend named Bam Bam. He had been hit by so many cars.
Someone said
He
I'm an
said-
ex-morphine addict and she's cooked, and her male friend, and out of there, poor people sad.
She's cooked. I'm cooked. Okay, see, that's when people are making assumptions that they don't know me.
I'm usually bad. I'm usually better at not reading negative comments. I'm sorry.
That's no, it's like the cop this morning comes along because I have my cover over my brand new cart trying to keep the thieves out, and I was trying to fix a torch because that's what I use to light my cigarettes. And he's going through my stuff as if I had all this dope and asking me.
I'm gonna
where
read
it
this out
was.
loud though. Marsha, I literally work with these people every day. I've been working with them half your age. I'm telling you right now, not trying to be mean, but do not waste your energy expending on you and yours. So let me ask you this, Bama. Would Jesus say the same thing? And what is being Christian? It's being Christ-like, right? Would Jesus say that about these people? That they're irredeemable?
Okay, we're gonna get to the point where I'm gonna get upset because, like, somebody told me I'm only as good as the people I hang with, but with God, Jesus only as good as the people he hung with. Think about who he hung with.
Shorty
That's all I'm
said
gonna
Jesus
say.
loves her.
Yes, he uses me every day to take care of his people.
She dry and have a drug addiction.
Here's your lighter. What ends up happening is I'll just start crying because I try so hard to be good and people don't want to see it.
One of the most beautiful hearted ladies I've ever met.
You know what I do when people say that, what I'm doing isn't good, what I'm doing isn't blah, blah, blah? I just show them. I just
That's
go
what
out
I
there.
try to do.
Right. I just go out there. I go
My
clean up the
heart
parking lot.
emanates to people that draws them in. It's been told to me that so many times. That's why I say I'm not homeless, I'm houseless. Because a home is where your heart is.
Metallica. Where I lay my head is home.
That's right. And that's what God says too.
Don't let these negative comments get you down.
Well, what
Beca-
did I tell you earlier? The way that some people in the homeless community look at me, it makes me feel like they hate me.
But you said they're jealous of you because you got your hustle up.
No, I don't know why. Because I don't act like them.
But you don't give free stuff out.
I don't do what they do. I don't act stupid. I try to show respect to everybody.
Remember a while ago you said that you met this most beautiful, prettiest lady And when she opened her mouth and started talking, it made her the ugliest thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
But
this woman here is, since I've met her, and I've actually sat down and talked to her, she's one of the most beautiful people I've ever met in my life. She's got a heart of gold, and she means very well to everybody and anybody around her. And I've never seen her expect anything back from anybody. She just keeps going and going and going. You know,
I
so
do for
nobody
others
wants to-
more than I do for myself.
You do for others more than you do for yourself.
Yeah.
Marcia said she wants to give you a chance, and she can probably be around here around 5 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay. I'll be here.
You'll be here at 5 p.m. tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Bells and whistles on.
With bells and whistles on. Your brother told me to put bells on my wagon so that if somebody took it, I could hear them.
The language
like-
of deserving is how care becomes conditional. The language of deserving is how care becomes conditional. I see what you mean. Sundown, that took me a while to figure that out. So,
You'll have to explain it to me because I am really tired.
but you
With
stay
my
up.
new wagon, I did not go to sleep last night. I was vigilant about watching. I've been stolen from so many times. I put my foot down. It's not going to happen no more. They're not
So
going to
they'll
take my
just straight
stuff.
up take it from you?
Yeah, they will.
That's a Rottweiler.
No, it's
Holy
an older
sh-
dog. But it's not a rot.
That's not a Rottweiler?
No, I don't think so. What's his name?
That's
Is
a
it a
Rottweiler.
Rott?
It is a Rottweiler.
Hmm.
What's up, man?
Is that a Rottweiler? Yes. I'm doing very well, actually. I'm just tired. We ain't even.
Guess what?
What?
Because they had allergies to my food. So the chef before said the whole pizza for me for dinner. So I come in and it's regulated and cleans at nighttime. It's got the fucking pizza. Just sitting there eating.
Ah. See, and that's people who work at the hotel that they're sending people to.
That's
Yeah.
a big dog right there.
Mm-hmm.
And that
I
boy
love my dog.
he got his own winter coat.
I miss where I was. I was right across the street from the dog park, and man, I had so many dogs that were my friends.
Edward said he wants to Uber some food.
Uber it. I'm hungry.
Dude, that would be so cool. What's the address here? Do you know?
Yeah, let me bring
He
up
said
that
I can
app.
find out real quickly. I like that.
Here.
I like
Yeah,
that.
right here. I got the app.
Man, that's the type of shit I like to hear, man. I can find out real quickly. I'd like to reflect that. I can tell she lives in a big city with the overpass, probably not answering the Kansas City. Guys, we're in Austin, Texas, North Austin Central, okay? North Austin Central, Texas.
Right here around this area, they pretty well consider it
What's the address?
University downtown. Blah, 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 blah.
I should, it's like something, I knew the address, but I don't know the full address.
Location 7800 North Highway 35, Frontage Road, Austin,
see it?
Texas.
Thank you. So guys, if you want to send them food, I recommend sending food for just her and him. I'm not going to eat.
And there's so many choices: Uber Eats, Grubhub, and DoorDash.
And this is where we're at right now. I
And
don't know
you
if
should work for Uber
I don't know if
Eats.
I'm able to even show my location, so I'm just not going to. 7800 North IH 35. 7800 North IH 35, Frontage Road, Austin, Texas 78752.
7-Eleven.
In the big giant parking lot, and the sign says coming soon, but they're been open for a long time. Next to it's one of the ATX kitchens on 183. I don't know which one. Thank you.
Something that could
Why
set
is
us
there
up.
Clorox right there?
Sorry?
Why is there Clorox?
I'm never not vigilant.
Oh, no, that knuckleheaded squirrel that doesn't live in.
When it comes to stuff like finding a little dime bag on the ground, I always pick it up and throw it away.
Oh yes.
A
because
few
you don't-
different reasons. A dog, a
Uh-huh.
kid, but
Mhm.
if a cop pulls up,
That's possession.
Yeah.
That's possession easily. So anytime I see something, I'm hanging out and I see tinfoil. If I see anything, I'm throwing
I
it
pick
away.
up the needles like people are like, you're gonna use people. The needle is at this end. There's a plunger at this end, and the center has nothing to hurt you. You pick it
Marsha,
up, you put it
hey.
in a jar, and you throw it in the trash.
Hey, Marsha and Molly, or Holly, sorry. Marsha and Holly said that you're going to be at this exact location tomorrow
Yes,
all day? Because
pretty much.
they said they'll pull up on you.
Yeah, pretty much so. If
Well,
if
pretty much so is
I
not.
say pretty much so because it's depending
Pretty
on
much pulls up, nobody's here.
it's depending on the people that work inside. And somebody does something wrong, we are all kicked off.
Ah, yeah.
But there is open space right there.
Yeah, there's camps all these little
Yeah.
cement, little like coffins. They're all.
But I would be
filled
more
with-
like over here in the middle, next between the 7-Eleven and the ATX kitchen. One of the ATX kitchens.
I'll be right inside this body.
You'll be right inside that body.
Where I'll be at.
So we got the bubs.
You got it back up.
I got Tums if you need it. What happened to Rolaids?
Yeah,
I'm
she's basically saying she can't drive 45 miles and you not be there.
I'll be here. And it's not 45 miles from here to Round Rock.
No, it's there's different ladies on here that are trying to like give you
Okay.
stuff and help
Okay.
you out in that regard.
45 miles sounds like Marble Falls. Or Burnett.
I got half the
Or
address.
Briggs.
It's 7800 North IH 35 Frontage Road, Austin, Texas 78752.
You go sleep.
Hmm?
I'm gonna sleep, and I'm so afraid they're gonna take that thing. So afraid. You know how many people looked at that wagon last night?
You know
Oh,
how many people would jack that wagon?
I know.
Just a half a chance.
I know.
That wagon?
Either one of them.
But this one especially.
They're cold out here. They will snatch something from somebody in a heartbeat. I don't understand
He
why.
cold? Because they want their drugs. That's the deal.
One of mine got a generator, and this very next morning, it was gone. He got it that night, and it was gone the next morning. It stole it that fast.
Oh, he just left it outside?
That's what my problem is right now. When I'm sitting here, they set my tent out, and somebody stole it.
You don't have a tent?
No, not anymore. I had a 12 man, somebody set it out. And my stuff was supposed to be safe at the time. Hell no, he took it, pushed it down the street on the road and let it get stolen.
People that say they're your friends and they'll help you and they'll
Yeah, ones like that, who needs anything?
yeah. Well, it's like the people last year.
You're in Rockdale, Holly?
Rockdale.
Holly,
Dang, that's way past Taylor. Taylor.
Yeah, past Taylor.
Holly, I have land in Rockdale.
I had my storage
I
in
have
Rockdale.
I have a family ranch in Rockdale.
Wow,
That's crazy.
Cool. I had my storage in Rockdale when I lived in McDade, Texas.
Yeah, seriously, it's like 90 acres. It's been in the family for as long as I've, probably like for a few generations.
Right, 79?
Can I send them food or not? Need address one more time. I got you, Big Fo. You know what? It's right here in real time. 7800 North IH 35 Frontage Roads, Austin, Texas 78752. So if you want to
So
just
I
right
have
here,
to call
it's
an
right here.
insurance company and get
7800.
put on my phone, switched over to a North store. And instead of being all the way, it's been white.
Right here,
crazy.
7800 North IH 5.
Who's your service?
I have Boost and I did the insurance and to get my phone fixed. And I saw Lamar and I was tired. I just put one up. I was tired and the screen and I saw Lamar and I picked that one. And then I find out it's all the way at Ben White. And I'm like, oh my God.
Here you
I
go.
want to go all the way to Ben White.
Thank you for that.
You know,
I
you're
need
welcome.
to get 2 phones. I've realized doing this live stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is that because my one phone is just so busy?
I would just get a
Marcia,
camera.
yes, I will email Caleb my info to get. Yeah, I'll make sure to
Huh.
get when we tune out tonight. After we walk a 50-mile radius and pick up every piece of trash.
Trash. A lot of people don't like me to pick up the trash because they think I'm expecting food or something, because that's what a lot of them do. And they expect them to give them free food. I don't do that.
Sally Marcella said she wants your food size.
My
shoe
size?
Shoe size.
My shoe size is all dependent on how my hammer toes are doing. But I
Hammer toes.
I have hammer toes.
What is that?
I'm not showing you.
She said, "I'm not showing you."
Okay, so you see this little lump in my shoe? That's the top of my toe. It's a hammer toe. It sticks up. And I have it on both sides. I had my great nephew a couple of years ago. I saw him, and he's coming in, and I was wearing tights, and he kept trying to push my toe down.
Can you show me off camera? I've never seen it before.
Here. It's terrible. Don't wear shoes that are too small for you, children. This is what happens.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I said that's actually the beginning of RA.
I'm not gonna. I mean, should we show them this for educational purposes or no?
My toes are nasty.
So no.
I don't want them to see my toes, but
Yes,
if they want to see my toes.
Guys, what do you think? Should for educational purposes, do you guys want to see hammer toe? It's kind of messed up a little bit. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sarah said yes.
Okay. It's dirty.
Okay. All right, just real quick, guys. It's for educational purposes. Why not?
Don't gross me out, but y'all gross out.
Okay, you can put it back on.
I know it's nasty.
It's
and
not,
it hurts sometimes.
You know what?
Really bad.
You're a freaking soldier. You're a freaking soldier. Sandra, I got a lot of respect for you.
Thank you.
You're a freaking soldier. Salute.
Thank you. I have respect for you for helping. I love it. I love that people, you know. Because it's always, you know, like I said the other day, smiles. Smiles, they travel. Kindness, it travels. And if you just look at somebody and give them a smile, acknowledge that they're real people, that's all it takes.
All because we're homeless doesn't make us bad people.
Yeah. It hurts when people think we're bad. At least for me. It really hurts. Because I do so much to try not to be bad. And yes, I do something, but it's not to be bad. It's not to be high. It's to function. Because they won't give me the narcolepsy medicine. And I do have adult ADD. I have to focus sometimes. I have to be able to. I mean, the number of people that push Ritalin and Adderall on their children.
If we destroy one another, we destroy the image of God.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
If we uplift another, we uplift the divine.
Just like mocking God. I mean, there is so much.
I can honestly look. I try my hardest to do for people, to help people, and I don't expect nothing back from it. I really don't. I mean, it's just.
There's days that, yeah, we might get there, we're hungry, and people are just walking past or not doing anything. Or, yeah, people that think they're better than me.
To be honest with you, when I saw you in your bike, when I pulled up, sir, I didn't even know you were homeless. Something in me told me, ask him if he was hungry. I didn't even know you were homeless, though. You don't look homeless specifically. You got your bike, you got your things.
I have a lot of people tell me I don't look homeless.
Well, for me, I would have seen these carts and I'd been like, yeah, she's probably out here.
Yeah, but if I don't have my cards, I'm just
right. If you don't have your cards,
if I have my cans.
If you're just on the bus,
yeah,
you could be,
well, that's my
Dolly Parton.
Okay, I go to Dia's restaurant. It's a market. It's a health food market. It's kind of a little pricey, but those people do not treat me any different. I'm just. That's what I've asked.
What is a homeless person supposed to look? That's a great question. What is they supposed to look like?
The old days, as hobos were hobos and homeless people, that's how they look, trashy and stuff. But we care about what we wear. We care about our hygiene. I mean, yes, I don't get showers all the time, but I do the best I can. But I don't stink. You don't smell me coming a mile away, unless I had my 61-year-old bladder pull her little tricks on me. Then that's not my fault. She tends to do what she does when she wants to do it. And I hate that, but you know how many pairs of pants I have to buy sometimes? Because she wants to have a mind of her own.
It's important for me to remain trustful in society. I had an episode where I had a lot of stuff stolen from me
Mm-hmm.
by people that I was helping,
Mm-hmm.
and I realized I have to remain trustworthy, and I have to give trust to people that don't get a lot of trust. It's important. It's necessary
Yeah.
to give people that level of trust.
I try to trust people, and there's people I really like, and like really like, and I put the trust. I trust them, and then they do something that it really hurts when they take from me, and I really like the person. You know what I'm saying as far as that.
He told me one day he needed help. He'd been up too long. Working hard, he was really tired of sleep.
Yo, Edward said 1228 ETA. My bad. I'm sorry, sir.
Okay.
He asked me to drive his pickup for him, which I do have a valid driver license. So yeah, I drove him. And when we left, we went to his store. When we left there, he looked at me. He goes, "You know, you're the only person that knows where my storage is at." He says, "That's how much I trust you." And I am. I'm the only person that knows where it's at.
He's one of the only ones that I trust enough to be able to go in the store or go to the bathroom or walk away from my stuff and
Well, yeah, that's
still
what I
have
saw.
everything.
Actually, I pulled up and it was just him by your stuff. And when I saw him by your stuff, I didn't know who this was,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't give me. Nothing. I read was wrong, so I just asked him if he was hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I try to
The
take.
gas truck is here. We're gonna have a lot of noise.
I keep myself as straight and as honest as I can, because you don't find that out here hardly.
Mm-mm.
Everybody around here pretty much.
That's
place has changed so
why
much.
I try to be honest about what I do, but it upsets
Me?
me when people think that
Where I got something to tell you, bro.
I'm totally over, and I'm such a bad person for doing something, and
What's up, boy?
it's
Oh,
not
and
done
Logan,
out
she
of
told me she
being
put out your
mean
shit.
or being
He's
an addict. It's done out of just wanting to feel like a human being and not being sleeping and being able to do God's work or be able to help the people out there.
So just a little foreman, but I got
All it is.
Let's go. We just hit a 1K on the jewels, man.
Awesome.
I don't really know what that means, but thank you for everybody who's throwing them up there.
You got one? Well, yeah.
So
Yeah, he's been on me. Plus, you know, your bike.
I love your shirt, by the way.
Thank
Yeah, he's got some money for you. He told me to let you know that he's got some
you.
money for you.
Yeah. 'Cause, yeah,
oh.
big old bike fucking conundrum. Like, Simba, like, jacked his bike and sold it to me, like, way back. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
Yeah, he's
dirty
like,
one.
"Hey, that's my bike, man."
Chris said
But he
something
ran into
interesting.
Simba on the
What would you
bus
say
and
to
was like,
someone who said
"No, yeah,
this?
it was a mistake, but it wasn't my bike."
Unless
though,
you're
so
going to
motherfucker owes me a goddamn
rent
bike.
them an apartment or a room, stop profiting off of their misery.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that a lot of the service centers need to stop profiting off of it.
yeah. You ever
They
see
don't.
number?
They don't
No,
really
he
help.
didn't give me no number.
I mean, they help, but they don't. And I need, but it's a need for me that they work together. They don't work together. Like, people are signed up with all the service centers
But he did show me a
that's
bill
taking
with
up
1 and 2 zeros on it.
space for others. If you have one database and you know what they need. They may be over at Mosaic because that's where they're at the time, but then they come over where Sunrise is. But if they're in the same database,
I got that
you
room
can
finally.
have
I told them
access to
don't book the
everything they
tomorrow,
need,
and you can
no
come
matter
shower.
where they're at.
Things
It's
that
what
all they need
Echo
right
is
here.
supposed to do, and even Echo,
And
like I said, why did they give me
Let me
to?
ask you this though.
Uh,
What would you say to a charity that's going in debt helping people get off the street?
don't go into debt. That's for sure. There are other philanthropists that will work with you. I've got a email that
That's all right.
a newsletter that I
What comes around goes
get
around.
and
Do you think you
receive.
could help in
It's
real
on.
time connect to some philanthropists?
I don't know. I'd
Because to
have
be
to.
honest with you, I'm in debt starting this charity,
Yeah.
and anybody thinking that I'm profiting is
Are
crazy.
you? Have you registered? It's a nonprofit.
501c3.
Yeah. Because that's what I wanted to do with the cleaning thing, and mine never took off because of Trump still. Make America great again. Nobody wanted to back me. They thought it was a Trump deal, and I kept trying to tell them it's not a Trump deal. It's a me and God deal, and they couldn't get it. They couldn't picture what I was trying to say and what I was trying to do. I'm just trying to make it. I felt, and I still do. There's times I'll just stand there and I'll look at the trash, and I feel like the Indian that stood there with a tear going down his face. Like, why? Why are you destroying God's nature with all this trash when there's trash cans everywhere? But then I will ask, why aren't there trash cans everywhere? There are some places I go, there's not a trash can inside.
Shadow,
But they want us to pick up
I
everything?
want you to know it's going to be okay, brother. Whatever you're facing, whatever you haters are trying to say about what we're doing isn't right, man. I want you to know that's an internal reflection of who you are. And you don't see what we do on a daily basis. You have no idea this woman just bought this wagon with our donations. You guys
Just
have
so
no
I
idea.
could not use a shopping cart that's illegal to use.
Just so she doesn't get locked up when she tries to go push her stuff across the road. W in real time community. W in real time
And
community.
what's so negative about helping people? Even if you had money and I walked up to you and handed you a sandwich or a drink, that doesn't mean anything. I'm helping you.
Let me ask
I
you this.
just call that act of kindness.
Sandra, do you like interviewing? Do you like sharing your story?
I love sharing my story. I'm always trying to share I share my story when nobody's around, hoping somebody will hear it. Give suggestions, give ideas. I'm always spilling it out.
You love to reflect your data. That's probably why
I
you're
want
so smart.
people want to. Well, smartness isn't really book education. Smartness is just knowing common sense. Some things are so simple. It's just common sense, and I'm just helping, looking, observing,
Not all-
absorbing.
not all
Look
of us
at
out here are bad.
see
We
a
try to help
problem,
one another
you
as
step
much as
back,
we
you
possibly can.
analyze, and you attack. You fix it. Everything's fixable. My dad used to tell me that don't assume that a store, restaurant, wherever knows that the system's broken. Don't think somebody else has already let them know. Because most likely it has not been done because they all have the same thought. Everybody has the same thought. Well, somebody else has already done this. You don't know that. Let them know it's broken.
People who are not rude to bad behavior is how we got here in America. Is that what Jesus would say? He would yell at the blind man crossing the road, Shadow. He would yell at the blind man and say that blind man is stupid for not being able to see the other side of the street. No, Shadow. Jesus most likely would take that blind man's hand and lead him across the road.
No, he took the
wouldn't
blind
blink.
man's hand and he said, "Get up. Take your bedroll. You can see. Walk."
Well,
That's
I'm
what
not-
he
I'm not
said.
sure.
Shadow, he would offer that man an opportunity.
Hmm?
He wouldn't be rude to them. That sounds ridiculous, man. Grow up.
Well, I'm gonna share a story real quick.
Yeah.
It happened right here last night. Me and a friend of mine, we come riding up on our bikes. Sarah was here, and this lady was frantic because her son took off with her car. left her here stranded. My friend and I, we both got on our phones and we called. I called the young man and told him to come and pick his mother up. It was his mother he left here. And we stood there, and my friend walked out and talked that boy into bringing his car up there and putting that. I walked her over and we put her in the car and got them people back together and went home safe. That's what we kind of try to do out here. We try to help one another. We don't try to hurt each other. We try to help. I mean, not everybody out here does it.
Love your dog, man.
Not everybody out here is bad. There is good people out here.
Get a second, you want a videotape versus dance floor.
My friend, he doesn't drink. I don't drink. There's
I
young
don't
lady
drink.
beside me, she doesn't drink.
Hold on, man.
We're not booze hounds. We're not ignorant people. We're just homeless. We're poor and we're homeless.
What did
We
it say?
don't make enough.
We
on
have
Social Security.
hearts, and our heart is where our home is. We're houseless. We're not homeless.
Exactly.
We have hearts.
I like that. That's bad.
Heartless people are
that's,
homeless.
That's bad. That's beautiful.
We have houses. We don't have a house, but we have our
My house
heart,
just got stolen.
and our heart is where your home is.
Right.
I mean, really. And
Beauty comes from the inside of a person.
I try to trust everybody, and I never refuse anything because I don't want to offend somebody and have them not help us. I will take whatever somebody wants to give me, and if I don't want it or like it, I
Pass
pay
it
it
on to
forward.
somebody.
Pass it, give it to somebody else. Give them that opportunity. They may not see the person. We do everything that we can to help anybody, not just the homeless, not just the
Anybody.
houseless,
Like I
the
said,
house
that woman
people,
was- we didn't know her from
everybody.
Adam.
because everybody lives matter. Everybody's lives matter. And I'll repeat one more time. Everybody's lives matter. Not just one person, not just one race, not just one gender. Everybody's lives matter. Remember that, people. And what does God tell us? In the Bible, he says, do not put yourself above others. If you have 2 shirts, you give your brother one. If you have extra food, you give your brother some. You split it. Never put yourself above somebody else. I don't care what. Now, when people want to put themselves above me and think they're better than me, when you can walk up to me with a piece of paper that says your IQ is above 150, then you can say you're better than me. But my IQ
Oh, because you're smarter
is
doesn't
that,
mean better.
but I'm saying they want to say sometimes that they're better than to look at me, but they're better than me. Well, then,
I'm
you
not better
show
than
me
you.
that by giving me a piece of paper. But I used to be a network administrator, people. I have an associate's degree in computer science technology. But the stress, I lost my job. I missed too much work. I stressed out. I got sicker. Then I couldn't pay rent. Then the rent prices go up higher. And where am I at? It does not take anything but say your dryer did not get cleaned out of all the lint and a fire starts and you lose your house. Where are you going to go? Where are you at? You have no family. There's no people to help you. You become houseless. It's simple. It's just, it is. It doesn't take much to be in this situation.
And with the way things are moving, an entire class will fall off like a landslide.
Yeah.
And when,
They've already predicted that, and it is happening. More and more senior citizens are showing up on the
senior
streets
citizens
every
are getting
day.
it the worst, Sandra.
I know.
Senior citizens are getting stomped out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
And
why.
who's there to help them? Who's going to teach them how to survive? What did God say? He was going to place his people where he needs them. And that's what I've been doing. Trying to help people. I am one of the oldest people out here. There's a few older men, a couple of older women.
You want to know?
But I am one of the oldest ones out here.
85 years old, I met a guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I met him last night.
85?
Mm-hmm.
He was at the P. Terry's?
No,
Downtown?
I met him here.
Really?
There's a few. I mean, they tend to stay in hiding more because they don't know how to accept this. They don't know how to live this way. They don't know what to do, where to go, how to be safe. Somebody has to show them. We're not all bad people.
Someone just said, I can't even repeat that.
Say it. Come on, I've
Fuck
already
it.
been. Fuck it.
He said tweaker geographic.
You know, I don't consider myself a tweaker. You know, my dad would sit there and do stuff all
I'm
the
pretty sure
time.
he's saying that because this guy's just passed out, but it's obviously
He's
12
very
o'clock.
tired.
Yeah,
and
he's-
his back has been
that's what
hurting
I'm
because
saying.
he got a bullet in it. And he's not asleep. He's just resting his eyes.
But people see but guys, people see a cover of a book and they don't read it.
That's right. Can't judge a book by its cover.
Well, no. Sandra,
Mm-hmm.
let's see. What's our reality we live in, right? People look at a cover
Mm-hmm.
and they don't read the book.
Right.
That's what's our reality is right now.
Mhm.
The people on this community, they're interested in the book.
That's what I love. Just like I said, I just went brain dead. Sorry. I'm tired and I do have it's cold out here. Do y'all know that your brain does not very well when it gets cold? It tends to freeze. It just freezes. It's like, put a blanket on me.
Why don't you put a blanket on yourself?
Because I'm not that cold. I just have a runny nose right now. I'm just tired. If I put a blanket on me, I feel like I'll fall asleep. And I still haven't got a lock for my stroller. So, to be vigilant about that one.
Victor said, I like you.
You like me? Thank you.
Caleb, I'm a single mother trying to help disabled parents, and I'm still helping these two tomorrow. There's no excuse not to be kind. That's right, Holly.
Exactly.
W. Holly.
Because I keep reminding, that's what God says. Constantly.
Edward said the food's 10 minutes away, papa.
Awesome. Ooh, yes.
W. Edward, man.
Love it.
Is that real, man? That's cool, man.
Do it.
I mean, people are just the
It doesn't take much. I have a Lyft account. I'll go shopping and I'll buy a little bit too much and my feet hurt. Oh hell yeah. You think I'm not gonna take the wait and see and wait for somebody to drive me and my groceries back? Yeah. Yeah. $5? $5. Really. Don't think it's too much. I was asked one time several years ago. My phone, I said I had to charge my phone. And they said, you're homeless, you have a phone? A cell phone? I said, how do you think we can get help, call these people, make sure we can get our things? Yes, we have cell phones. So you're homeless. You don't have bills. Okay, so when you get raped by a CI that you can't report and you have to get credit cards to get hotels, guess what? You got bills. When I became homeless, I had a phone bill. I had other bills I had to still pay. We have bills. Our bills do not go away just because we become homeless. Just like when people think I'm stupid. Okay, as I've said before, 8th grade, 145 IQ.
Yeah, have you
I
seen
don't
like-
remember having a surgery that made me a robot and made me stupid. Just because I became homeless or houseless does not mean I'm dumb.
Have you seen Matthias?
I thought I did, but I don't know. I haven't, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, me neither. I haven't seen him in his
And
regular
I
spot.
had somebody ask me if I'd seen him yesterday. As a matter of fact, they kept asking.
He might have got into housing because that video that I did, it got like almost 80,000 views,
Cool.
and that's
But he needs to let us know.
yeah.
We need to find out.
I don't know. I have an electric wheelchair for him.
You think maybe he's at Northbridge? He's asleep. I'm wondering if because that would have me upset too yesterday because here I am and I get swept and I'm a single woman that's disabled and got, all this stuff. And they can't put me in a hotel that's right over here that they just put several people in because it was a large camp. They just tell me to go on the streets and fend for myself. That's kind of really bothersome to me. Why? Why can't they help me? Why
That
do
boy
they
got
want to send me
lucky.
down to a shelter that I don't go to shelters because they steal my stuff and it's
That's
too
a beautiful
loud.
dog, man. Is it friendly?
Yes.
Pick up.
Friendly? Ah, what a beautiful dog.
She's only growled at 5 people her entire life, and I assume there's a good reason for it.
Wow, man. That's a
They
beautiful
call
dog.
me the dog whisperer. I
Wow.
just sit there and dogs
65
just
pounds.
love me.
Look at this dog, man.
And she look at 165 pounds.
Oh!
He says, I want
She wants me.
I want to be on the phone.
just
I want to be on live, man.
Those Rottweilers are different. They'll like get rowdy with you, right?
She's a little rowdy, so she's a crazy dog. I have not met a mean dog that she has not won over yet. Like she'll puddle in, they'll attack her, and she'll knock them down and puddle in her place, but then she'll submit and like she'll
Kermit Mocha was on the.
even dogs that were
They're in the
fighting
coffee.
dogs, she turned them around.
Because she's
I
just too
always do
big.
the,
She's friendly. She just
I-
turned around and she got them to play.
hot coffee or no. No.
Really?
Yep. She alerts procedures.
Man, W. Rottweiler, look at this dog, man. You know what this dog is? A reflection of its owner.
Well, she used to be.
Everybody's
But now she's a
every
reflection
dog
of
is
her
a
mom.
reflection of
A
their
month and a
own.
half, 2 months she been with her mom, and so she's not listening to what she used to. No, for real. It's like I tell her to like sit and wait, and she rolls over on her back and dances.
The dog looks really healthy, man.
She is. She's good.
What's
You
it
might
called?
sit
It's got its own
sit
coat.
down before you
Her
eat.
name is Lucy.
Bro, the
Yeah.
dog is more winterized than the guy.
Lucy and the sky full of diamonds.
Awesome.
Lucy
Lucy, Lucy.
in the sky full of diamonds. Easy.
Lucy,
Same way.
Lucy. There
So
you
she
go.
probably weighs almost as much as you do, probably.
She's 160
She weighs more than you.
165 pounds. Yeah, I'm 145.
Dude, what?
Brown recluse, I lost 50 pounds.
Dang, man.
She's 100.
A brown recluse?
Yep. Yeah, right here, and it hit the vein. So within 48 hours,
Damn, man.
I almost lost this finger.
I got bit on too in
And
prison. It smelled good.
Everything else.
They had to put a wire bristle brush inside of it.
Okay. I've been
Scrub
bit,
it out, fill it with iodine.
I've been bit
pack
twice.
it full of gauze, and then in prison, no pain pills, no nothing.
but this
Pull that
last
shit out.
time, it hit the vein. So
Oh, yeah.
48 hours,
Yeah,
I almost lost this whole finger.
I had a hole about that big.
Yeah,
And
but
then-
it ain't
and then
nothing like
they said,
main
pull the
line,
gauze out.
dude.
I'm pulling the gauze out, and I had a
His,
file.
his spider mainlined him, man.
Yeah,
didn't realize how-
nothing like
how
And
much
so it bit you when you were in prison?
Yeah.
Wow.
So with
right,
brown,
here, right up in my
when
arm,
they-
yeah. And it ate a hole about that.
when they bite you
Yeah.
normally, what happens is the venom goes in and it rots from the inside out, so you don't see it. The veins carry the venom deeper. But so as long as it hits the muscle, not the vein, what it's going to do is like say it bite your calf. Like a month later, all of a sudden your calf collapses and the
It's
whole
gone.
inside's gone. All right.
It's like an
It's
abscess, the
horrible.
worst abscess you've ever seen, pretty much. It just
However, I
eats
didn't
it.
think it'd get worse but then this last time I got bit, it was
Staph
like a
does that
pin
shit
dot.
too.
It was a very tiny spider. The smaller the spider, the more concentrated the venom. Also, when it hits you on the vein, you got 48 hours. You're septic, pretty much dead. And like I said, all my arms and legs blew up like balloons. I was all swollen, and I almost lost 2 of these fingers. Anywhere I had a little scratch, like literally just gold ooze started coming out of.
That yellow pus type shit.
No, not yellow, gold, like gold resin. I've never seen it before. It only happens.
Gold
around-
resin.
It only happens around-
Like some. That is fucking
You
crazy.
got the resin, right? It only happens with brown recluses. I've never seen it with anything else. But
Your Mountain Dew.
instead of pus,
And it rot you from the inside.
you get a gold. It looks like tree sap. Like you hit a tree and you get sap coming out. Gold resin comes out of it.
From a brown recluse.
It's like the ultimate staff.
I had a.
like the ultimate staph action. So like right now, still from the spider bite. If I get a big cut, it's fine. But I get something small, I get my lymph nodes all swell up, and my body doesn't recognize it. It has trouble fighting it off. It's just a small little.
You said you
scratch.
lost 50 pounds.
I lost 49 pounds in 16
Good.
weeks at the hospital. That's not counting before and
That
after.
cheeseburger slider.
I didn't lose
Hey,
much before, but I continue to
Oh.
lose weight. Like I'm still recovering.
They're free.
And this
Where's
happened
Lucy
at the
getting?
beginning of the year.
Hey,
Dude, man. Well, you look healthy now.
I'm getting there.
And you look like you're moving.
I'm
Of course,
moving.
remember I have form.
All
I
right,
had
let's see.
one of my boys named Johnny. He got bit by a brown recluse on his cheek.
Ooh.
Almost lost his eye.
Ooh, yeah, Chris is gonna go up. Hey, Lucy, come here and show me how you dance. Come on, dance. Dance, baby,
Your mama don't want
dance.
to play with it?
dance, baby dance. There you go. All right.
You gonna play with Mama Dog?
Hey,
You
man.
gonna play with Mama Dog?
Have a good night, brother.
Tomorrow night, you want to do some more filming?
Yes, sir. God bless you, man.
Hopefully be in a place to live tomorrow night. Somebody's gonna pick me up from around.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
If
crazy,
y'all do
actually.
get money together, like $40, I'll get you any IHG hotel, $40 a day, and $150.
$40 a day? You think you get my phone number down?
Yeah.
Cause I be getting a lot of hotels for people
Yeah,
sometimes.
well, 40 a day, 150 for 4 days, and it's any IHG 4-star breakfast buffet omelets. All that
Where-
shit, so, yeah.
Do you want to get my email or something?
Yeah, don't matter. Whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can get my
Do you have
phone.
your phone?
Oh yeah. Always.
I'm on a live stream right now.
Bet. Here.
Yeah, so I would have to. If you could text me.
I got you.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I've been looking to get in touch with some connections. $40 a day. Do they need their ID?
No, it's in your. Well, you need the ID unless you call the hotel first and say you don't have your ID. Then if you have a photo of it, you can email it to them.
Okay.
But, just that. And you have to have $50 incidentals on the card though. You get it back.
So the
I always
incidentals
see the
are the
$100 bill.
deposit.
Yes.
And
I like how
give
you
me
say
the $100
incidentals.
bill.
That's a new
And I
term.
get
I've
the
never
$100.
heard of that before.
Yeah. The incidentals and amenities.
I
like that.
I just give them a $100
So-
bill.
Yeah.
And